What it do? What it do? What it do? Here we are again. It's Tuesday.
Do I need to ask that question again, or are you gonna put it in the chat for me?
It's for my children.
Y'all petty. Petty. Oh my God. Listen, it's Tuesday already. It seems like these days are flying by. But we are the Breaking Barriers podcast. What's going on, y'all? How y'all been doing this week? Y'all been making it out all right?
Surprisingly, with the time change, I've been good, but these allergies are kicking me behind.
Yeah, that pollen is stupid. It's a little stupid. Yeah, that time change. Is this the last time? Are we done after this?
They
They
ain't
said it was supposed to
officially
be.
said it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't
Oh, okay.
officially said it.
Good evening, Betty. Thank you for
Last
joining
time I
us.
checked.
Yeah, I
Good
can't. I'm
evening, sir.
over it.
I'm
I'm
so
over it.
over it. I get so tired of this time change. I get
And we're
so
the only
tired of
people
it.
that do it.
Right. Only people that do it. We don't. I don't know. We just don't like to get rid of stuff. I guess it seemed like we don't like change at all.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why we were doing it, and then I guess somebody educated me and said it had something to do with back in slavery time
Farmers.
when we were in the field
Right.
and
Yeah.
giving more time to pick
Give them more
cotton.
time. Yeah. To
Can
work.
we
To work the
can
fields.
we can we get over it now?
Yeah. So in the
Most
summertime,
things
it
in
was
this
given. Yeah.
nation, most things in this nation were founded on those type of principles.
Right.
And we
Exactly.
so far quote unquote we supposed to be so far past it, right? It's like, yo, it's time to change. I'm so over it. Like I be so tired. I'll be like, yo, whoever makes this, I will vote for you. Like I will vote for you. If you come and say this is the change that we making, I will vote for you solely on this. I'm just trying to tell you.
Oh
Cause
my
cause it's better than what we get anyway. So,
God.
you know,
Child, this is a disaster. The whole
you
world is
know,
a disaster.
you know.
It's a disaster.
Y'all voted for Biden, didn't you? I just okay.
Whatever. Here you go.
Yeah.
Not many
You voted
people
for
want. I don't think many people wanted to though.
Well, why did you?
Well, what was the other option?
Cause you was drinking the Kool-Aid. You was
Hey,
drinking the
Daniel.
Kool-Aid, the
No, I
Democratic
didn't drink the
Kool-Aid.
Kool. I didn't.
You
I
drink
I thought
At
that
this point,
everybody
it
should
don't matter
not vote.
at this point, it don't matter if you vote or not. You're gonna get what you get anyway. So it don't
hey
matter.
man,
They all the same.
I ain't voting Democrat no more.
It works for parents of
Now,
small kids. I had to start putting them in bed earlier and earlier a week later. That's a mess. That just mess up the whole pattern, like the whole schedule. This is just dumb. Goddamn daylight savings. All right. Well, for those of you who don't know, we are the Breaking Bears podcast, and I will introduce my lovely co-host. I will start with one of the most. I'm gonna tell you, he's a 1%er. He's a 1% man. He is what most women are looking for, but he's taken by Miss Debbie Taylor, so he ain't on the market. He ain't available.
Who is that?
But he is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Adrian Taylor, aka.
Feeling a little swole in this hoodie.
Oh my god.
You know,
aka.
Mr. GC all day. You already know. Hey, let's get it.
And then we have over there flowing, her hair just flowing over there. She just luscious over there. Miss Drena, aka.
dream a dream.
AKA.
Drena finds out.
Y'all need to know something, Drena will find out, okay? She
Oh my
got the
goodness.
info. She got the info.
Hmm.
And we have our hostess with the mostest, Miss Dee Dee, Miss AKA,
The core queen. Yes, indeed.
AKA.
No, I ain't got no goddamn BBL. Stop asking me.
Hey man, y'all know like for the cornbread fed, you know, quote unquote, it's over for y'all because ain't nobody gonna believe you.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna believe you ain't had no BBL. I don't care what
I
you
am
say,
so sick of that question.
unless
I'm
they know
like,
you. No
do
one's
y'all
gonna
know where the
believe you.
BBL chicks got their inspiration from? You think they
Hey
just
man,
came up with that body type?
hey man, I'm just
Get it
saying,
together.
cornbread
The
fed.
Kardashians,
Everybody gonna
the
be questioning
Kardashians,
y'all.
Dee Dee, It came from the Kardashians, Didi.
Well,
Duh.
where they get theirs from? Because they sure ain't come out the factory like that.
They all got
Mm.
BBLs. You know, I don't pay attention to them like that.
Well, now they done went back
Um,
to. I think they went back to their original
3 of them.
body type, back to that
3 of them
skinny.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I know Courtney, she the only one that never really
Yeah,
had work, right?
Right, because
No,
she stayed.
and
Her
the
and
other one, and
the model
uh,
one.
Ken,
Kendall.
Kendall. There you
Kendall.
go.
Yeah, they
They
stay with
never.
white people though. They stay with white men. They don't even date black men.
Kendall.
Well, no,
Yeah.
Kendall did. Kendall dated. Well, I wouldn't
Kendall.
even consider him black.
Kendall did.
Ben
He
Simmons.
the only one, right?
I don't
No,
know.
he not the only one. I don't think. The only
I
black
don't
dude.
know.
I don't know.
It was
But
somebody else.
all right.
She stay low key, so I don't know.
Yeah, she stay in her lane. She don't be about that mess like the rest of them be. So
Yeah, but
yeah.
the other ones just
Ever
did the
since
whole
that
time.
Pepsi commercial, when she did
I
that
don't
Pepsi
know.
commercial, like she was saving the world.
I don't even remember the commercial. That's how irrelevant it was to me. That's a shame. Oh, child. Her.
Kendall and Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Debbie.
You know
I
what?
saw
You
that,
right,
Debbie.
Debbie. Sure
Yeah.
is.
Really?
Yup.
I ain't heard that one.
This was the other day. They was spotted out on a date.
Wow.
Sure was. Child.
Okay.
Me mind my
Hey man. Hey, they don't. They be. Hey, say about them. They get the cream of the crop, boy. I tell you, like they they play no games.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
Do you, boo. Do you. Listen.
so you can talk about Chris, the mama, but she done taught them something.
Oh, she done taught them
Yeah.
well on it. They gets the bag. They gets the bag. Okay. Shoot. Lord. Well, Adrian, I will let you introduce our guest co-host so he can join us for our trending topics.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, man. I done I kind of set this up, right? My man, Black Collar 6. Actually, the hoodie that I'm wearing, got it on, man. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. About the
Hey,
progress. I don't know how you can buy it. Oh, she
I
got
got
hers
mine too.
So when he come on, he can tell y'all how to buy it. But stand up dude, man, real good brother. We be having some good conversations, man. So I know he gonna come on here and show us a good time, man. Bring him on, man. Black Collar 6, man. Appreciate the hoodie, man.
Hey, what up, though? What up, though?
It was
Tell
just
them where they can
day
get them from.
yesterday too. So what up, though?
Support is always free. So you know what I'm saying? Support is
That's
always
right.
free.
Right,
So how
man.
can
I
they get them?
appreciate
Let them know.
your support
Hold
too.
on, but before you tell them, look. Somebody got a message for you.
So look, I was just about to get that. So listen, remember what I told you? I could have sent her one of the shirts, but she got to wait till the next order when I release to everybody, or I can send her a couple of the shirts. So everybody kind of just sold me right out as soon as I announced that I had them. They bought all of them, and I wasn't expecting that. So I'm waiting on another bulk order either this week or next week, and we back on. And we back on about the progress. Hey, y'all was talking about allergies. Y'all see, I'm in the road. We got an ice storm, then a snowstorm, then a 50-degree day, then an ice storm. It's so crazy here, man. It's crazy.
Oh my
The
God.
wind blowing like crazy here. Like it's been stupid. I
Yeah,
don't know about y'all, but
It's a machine. They messing with a machine. They got it's a weather machine.
It was like 80 degrees. It was like 80 degrees here last week, and today it's like 44.
You charge a hoodie on, Didi?
No, I didn't, but I'm sure it'll fit. I didn't want to put it on tonight because y'all know I'd be hot with my church fan.
Right.
And it was going to be a disaster in here. But I'm
fit,
ready to the gym
Adrian, for the quality, man.
Hey man, it fit great, man. I told him it got me looking like I'm swole out here, like I work out or something, man. Like I be in that gym. You know what I'm saying?
All right, don't have Debbie jumping on you tonight. All right, y'all, we about to get into our trending topics. It's been a lot going on this week. I guess we can start out with the NFL and all the free agency trades, and it's been mayhem this week in the NFL. Folks been going everywhere, moving pieces everywhere. What y'all got going on with that? What's your thoughts?
I'm trying to figure out what Aaron Rodgers doing. That's I don't know if y'all saw that. Y'all saw that today. All the demands that he had, of the
Yes.
people that
Yeah.
he wanted to come
Yes.
to the Jets.
Odell, who was it? It
Aaron
was two
Rodgers
other
is
people.
following in the footsteps of Brett Favre, the one before him. That's how Brett Favre was, and he ended up going to the Jets. Remember,
Hey man, yep. So he
he
want
learned from him.
Lazard, Odell Beckham, Randall Cobb, and
Mm.
Mercedes Lewis. He want all four of them to sign before he signed.
Bye, Aaron Rodgers. Your negotiating power is over. You don't take what you can get.
He be doing the most, man. But
Well, I just like the fact that if he leave, his last game as a Packer was him losing to the Detroit Lions and getting put out the playoffs.
hey, as a Detroit fan, how you feel about the moves Chicago making?
Man, they took my team.
Right. So
That's what I'm saying.
this is my thing, right? For us, we had a whole rebuilding team. Most of our team was rookies or second year players. So we was able to have a winning season with that. So all we got to do is keep making the right moves and going in that direction. And I just want to see progress. That's it. We ain't gonna win the Super Bowl, next year, but I ain't gonna say that. We making progress.
Hey man, the Bears out here trying to get everybody. They say,
Yeah, they
man,
tried that
look,
before when they had Urlacher and them, man.
they like, yo, we trying to make moves. We finna make a splash this year, next year.
Every time I get an ESPN notification, I'm like, really? Oh my God. But I mean, Philly knew this was gonna happen though. Most of our contracts were 1 year.
Yep.
We're supposed to be the winner Super Bowl. We dropped the ball, literally.
Yep.
And that's what happened.
Yeah, y'all made all the right moves to have that team to win right now. And if y'all would have won the ring, it wouldn't matter what happened.
Right.
Y'all got the job done.
They fought. They didn't capitalize. So
I hate that for Jalen Hurts, man.
Well, he got time though. I mean,
but you know how football
you got to
goes,
rebuild
though.
the defense. Y'all losing a lot of pieces on that defense.
Yeah, and they gonna put it all on him if something go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but the good thing about our defense is our depth is good. Like we was always the next man up team, and our next man up was always really good. Mm-hmm. So we're not losing a great deal of talent. Right. Our major pieces are staying, and we good. I don't know if we're gonna get as far as we did last year, but I think we still be good. And we got great draft picks too.
Right.
Because we made good moves.
When I saw that this was a trending topic, I was like, let me call somebody and see what's going on. Because I have been seeing all over Instagram, like some new white man and his family to move to New Orleans. I'm like, who is this person? And I guess it's whoever the new quarterback is. And apparently we lost a coach, went to Atlanta, and then a lot of our players went with him.
Well, I know y'all just re-signed Jameis Winston, didn't y'all?
Mm-hmm.
That's tragic.
He's there, but some new white man.
That's tragic.
What's his name?
Did y'all consider Jameis Winston a bust?
What?
I don't know if I consider him a bust.
Because what type of expectations did we have?
He had great expectations coming out of college.
Yeah, he was a great college player.
He's a great college player.
And the end.
I wouldn't say that because it seemed like anytime he showed signs of like, okay, this is the guy we knew in college, he get hurt. Yep. So, and then he had that 1 year. I mean, because it was 1 year in Tampa Bay where he threw them 30 picks. But I mean, ain't nothing. Brett Favre did the same thing before.
But Brett Favre has Super Bowl rings, so he can do that.
Right. But what my point is, truth be told, Jameis is still young. That's the funny thing. It seemed like he's been in the league like 30 years, but Jameis ain't number like 28, 27, 28.
I don't know why, but he just hurts my soul.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think his personality so iffy.
Oh, yeah, it's so weird. He's a weird character.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, he is. The white man I'm referring to.
Oh, Derek Carr. We know who you talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his name.
I didn't know his name. Yeah. I didn't know his name.
Not worth it, but hey, do you? Do you, Saint? Do you?
I mean, what they gonna do? The Saints have like torn their team down so bad. I don't even know where to start with them. Like,
yeah. That he ain't it.
When I saw him, it was a picture of him and his family. I was like, this is an old man. He got about 4 kids. Like, what? Who is this person?
Definitely.
A lot of old men that won Super Bowls though, man. You got to think about Kurt Warner coming out of nowhere, them just picking him up. They just did a movie, I think, about him, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did.
Tom Brady. I mean, even though that's a different story.
Derek Carr will never get into that.
Yeah, let me go ahead and stop. That's
Child, Derek Carr, good day. Sorry, New Orleans.
That boy had big time offensive weapons over there. He couldn't even utilize them
Yes, he did.
in Vegas. So
Uh.
I don't expect much difference in New Orleans. So you don't have number one wide receiver. You don't have the number one running back. Like, I mean, Kamara ain't no scrub, but man,
You gotta give him something to work with.
Jacobs just rushed for like 1,600 yards, and you couldn't even capitalize on that. And you had Adams over. Man, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throwing picks in pivotal situations.
So who the starter? Derek Carr or Jameis Winston?
Oh, it's gonna be Derek Carr for sure. It's gonna be his job.
That's
to lose.
really bold. If that's the case, that's messed up.
It's gonna be his job to lose.
Yeah,
Jameis gonna be the backup.
Wow, that's okay.
Yeah, that's
I mean, unless Derek Carr's stanking up the joint, then they'll put Jameis in. But
so did they pay Derek Carr a lot of money?
I mean, they paid him starter money. I mean, he making like what he signed?
I'm about to see because I didn't even know he went there.
4 years.
Oh, so he signed a real contract.
Yeah.
Hold on. They just said he agreed to a 4-year, $150 million contract. Includes $100 million in total guarantees.
Yeah,
he the starter.
I told you he got starter money.
Yeah, he for sure the starter.
25 a year guaranteed. Yeah, he's the starter. That's why I say it's his job to lose.
Yep. Hey
man.
We don't see though.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting next year.
It's gonna be really interesting. I want to see what the Bears do with all that,
talent they just stole from us.
All that talent they done took. Hey man, they said we finna make a splash. Then I want to see. I mean, we ain't talked about it. I don't be wanting to talk about it, but Lamar Jackson situation. See where he end up. See what's gonna happen. So apparently now they did offer him a fully guaranteed contract, but it was only 3 years. $133 million for 3 years, fully guaranteed.
You better take that shit.
I think he's looking for 4 to 5. So you know what I mean. They only willing to guarantee $133 million. So because they offered him $133 million, guaranteed over 5 years with $250 million total, but they still only willing to guarantee him $133 million.
Well, now before when he should have held out. I mean, or when he should have, had his demands and he just played like on honor, whatever he was trying to do. That was the time to do whatever you was gonna do. Right now, you better take it before you get hurt again, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I doubt he play under the tag. That would be crazy to play under the tag.
Right.
Hey, I would take. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I would take 3 years, $133 million. But what I would do,
$1 million guaranteed every year.
Right. But what I would do is, in there, it's got to be a clause that you can't franchise tag me.
Right.
After the 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't franchise tag me after these 3 years. If you don't give me the deal, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I think a lot of them, it be depending on their team, man. Because just like you said, I feel like that's sound advice, right? You got to secure your life after football. And then whatever you missing, you gotta have a team that's gonna brand you. He a good name, exciting name. He can make some other millions in endorsements and something else to make up for what he missing. He got to think outside of football. One game could change his entire life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You better take that, man.
$133 million guaranteed.
Take that, man. Figure it out from there.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I would do. You can't franchise tag me after them 3 years. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Hell no. All right, we're gonna move on to the hot topic of the week. Folks about to jump out of buildings and shit. the banking industry crashed this week, according to whoever. Sorry. Listen, I don't know the full scope of this because I just didn't care enough to delve into it like I do other topics. But one thing I did read a lot on was how the digital currency professionals and experts were like touting this and talking about this and how they are warning us about this over and over again, about like investing in cryptocurrency and stuff like that. You know, this is always a time for them to advertise that, which I invest in crypto, so I'm not bashing that. But one thing I know about rich white people, they're gonna always get bailed out. It'll never crash for real.
Right.
They leave them trap doors and loopholes for themselves, man. Get up out of there.
Yeah.
Of course.
I would too. Like, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Have y'all heard anything? Been reading up on it? I know, Adrian, you're very well versed in the financial literacy realm. So
Yeah, man. So they literally played the people. You know, they knew it was coming, so that's why a lot of people sold their stock. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all seeing the news coming out of them doing that. But man, it's crazy. When you think about it, because like you said, they're gonna get bailed out. Like the government is not gonna let them fail. I mean, they're gonna fail, but to the extent of they're gonna get bailed out. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt the little people though. For sure, it's gonna hurt the little people. Just like in 2008, you know, when they got bailed out. It's still gonna hurt the little people. So it's sad, man. It's sad. It's super sad, but that's the way the cookie crumble, man.
Yeah. A couple years ago, or about a year and a half or so ago, I kept posting a whole bunch of posts and telling everybody, hey man, get y'all money out the banks. Y'all better learn how to make that money dance. Cause there is no middle class anymore, right? There's just haves and have nots. And they're gonna protect their stuff. And while we sitting waiting to see what they're gonna do with us, like we waiting to see what they're gonna do with us, and they're not gonna do the right thing if it don't benefit them. And when I say us, I mean just it don't even matter black, white, whoever. If you don't got shit, you know, they're gonna keep you there. And that's just kind of how I look at it. That simple, man. So I'm always trying to be on point, you know, and have influence and connections and relationships. I feel like is the real currency. Champ.
absolutely. Yeah, you know, full disclosure, I work for Bank of America, so
Right.
not in the banking side, but on the technology side.
But you good. The bank. So what's about to happen is the Wells Fargo's, the Bank of Americas, the Chases, like all of them about to buy all of that up. They about to buy it all up.
Yeah.
And
I
so
mean, we got, you know, our manager, this CTOs, the chief technology officers, they reached out, you know, just to let us know if you hear anything, let us know, blah, 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 and all that. But I mean, they good, like we good.
Right. I feel like the new currency is skill set. You know how you like got a technological, I don't want to say background, is what you're doing right now or whatever. You got a good skill set, you got the right relations and connections. That's the new currency. That's where you're gonna find your safety and security. You know what I'm saying? So while everybody trying to have the paper money, thinking it actually means something, like it's only so much of that you can get and only so far you can go with it. And that's created to spend like on stuff or whatever. So if you can't maneuver around and you're valuable, then you might be in trouble.
Yeah.
But no matter what happened, you text that good.
And
You know?
I'm not a financial advisor, so I want to make sure I say that. You know, before I say what I'm going to say.
Adrian told me to.
But you definitely want to pay attention to your stocks, and what you got, you know, your money in right now. Don't be surprised if you see a lot of drops, because it's a possibility. It's a big possibility. So I would go into something a little bit more safe for right now. If you know, if you investing, just my take. This is what I'm doing. You know what? This is what I'm doing. Going into some things that's a little bit more safe, and getting out of the market, the financial market for a little bit until we kind of have a level off a little bit. That's just me. Like I said, not a financial advisor. These are just some of the things that I do. I'm just giving the game that this is what I'm doing.
Don't listen to me. I got killed.
And people also have to. A lot of times, that people aren't educated in investing, they look at things as short term.
Yep.
and they get so upset when things happen. I knew I shouldn't have did. I'm like, but you got to look at things as more of a long-term
Right.
investment and stop trying to get rich quick.
And don't use money that you know you're gonna need at any given point. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But don't. I'm just a robot. Don't listen to me. Adrian, I'm a little.
I think like day trading is like my thing, man. But everything's so fickle right now. There's no way to like just grasp on it. Well, as far as my perspective, and I'm one of those jack of all trades, master of hardly none. Whatever. So I just jump in, get in where I fit in, do my thing, and get out. But it just feels scary, man, these days, man. So I'm just trying to make myself valuable and have my connections and relationships.
Yeah, I day trade.
Day trading, I think you got to know how to read the charts too, because it don't really matter what happens in the market. You know how to read the charts.
Yeah, the day trading is a skill. So I day trade. It is definitely a skill. If you are just now starting off, I would definitely get into more ETFs and index funds because it's something that you can just put money into and watch it grow over the long haul. Day trading, you can't do that because you can lose money. You can lose money.
You gotta get in there, fight, Brock, fight.
You can lose money extremely quick. So, but yeah, so people that's definitely trying to get into the stock market, do ETFs, do index funds, because typically the returns on those have been an average of 6 to 8%, which is great, which is a great return. So that's something that I would do. And then eventually learn day trading, because you can lose a lot of money day trading. If you do not understand it, because you have to be able to watch them charts and set up when to get in, when to get out. It's a skill. I love it though.
It is an amazing skill. Once you learn how to read them things, boy, you can make money quick too.
Yeah. I mean, you can make a few $1,000s a day if you, especially when you become good at it.
Yeah.
Gotta have the time, man. Like right now, I got so much going on, man. I ain't about to get in there and kill myself.
Chris will be live like, well, today I lost $1,000.
That's that, man. Listen.
In 10 minutes.
And I'm so open, it don't even go, man. It might be a tear coming down my eye. But we need to capitalize on stuff like this, though, too, though. Like, y'all need to start putting up a Cash App or something like that.
I need to make a Cash App. Actually, now I have a free phone.
Yeah.
A free I can change the Cash App on this phone and add a new one. I'll do that.
It's time for the people who actually put in the work to cash in on that, man. Like y'all think how long y'all been doing this, man.
You're right. We gotta stop doing stuff for free.
Yeah, seriously. Like it's a lot of influence, a lot of people y'all helping, and they just get to look and learn. And people, you'll be surprised at how many people want to support.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if people want to learn, definitely hit me up. I'll help you out.
All right, so we're about to go to the next topic. I'm not sure how many people watched because I did not watch, but of course I got clips of this event because I ain't really that interested in it. But the Oscars, did you guys watch the Oscars?
I didn't see 1 second of it. I'm gonna tell the truth.
Yeah, man. Debbie had me watching the Oscars, man.
Don't be blaming Debbie.
Yeah, Debbie had me. Well, because she knew Rihanna was gonna perform, and so we ended up watching most of the Oscars. It was boring. It was extremely boring. Did you see? Like, I was watching, thinking that Angela Bassett was finna win, and her face when she didn't win was like,
right. We was all her in that moment.
Like, for real though, like for real.
There's just no way.
Yeah.
Y'all playing a song from, you know what I'm saying, Black Panther. Y'all got this, that going on, and I ain't win.
So Oscar's so white.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How do we live in a world where the Angela Bassett does not have an Oscar?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
How?
And like one of the few people that don't bend or fold and do questionable stuff, like it's like it gives validity to the people who claim, like, Halle Berry had to do Monsters Ball or Denzel had to be, like the Jada Kiss song saying, like, why, you got to kind of bend and compromise ourselves to get the awards. It kind of gives validity to at that theory. You know what I'm saying?
Hollywood.
And it's
You gotta
funny because
do
people were saying, which I mean, of course, the movie that Jamie Lee Curtis was in, I never heard of it, so of course I ain't seen it. But they said she's not even the best supporting actor in that movie. That's what people were saying. Like, she's not even the best supporting actor in the movie. Like, how did she even win? You
That's
know,
I
but
crazy.
think I saw the clip of that, and her reaction was like complete shock. Like, they giving it to me?
right.
oh yeah, yeah.
And from what I heard, she doesn't have an Oscar. That was her first Oscar too.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think so.
But I'm like, well, I don't really know if she's really played anything Oscar worthy.
Right,
I mean, yeah,
exactly.
right. She playing Halloween. You know, she been
Yep.
playing Halloween since the beginning of time,
Yep.
and you know, she been in a couple other movies, but you know, yeah,
Yeah,
The
she put
the
in her
that's
work, but
been
this
her.
ain't the time to give her nod though. Like,
the the flexibility, like the Angela Bassett has played every type
yep,
of role and killed it. Like
yep.
that's just I
It,
can't.
to me, how distinctive Angela Bassett features are, but for her to be able to get us to believe she's different characters is ridiculous. It's amazing to me
Ridiculous.
because she looks like her so much, but when she acts, like you believe she's Tina Turner.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Michael
Like,
Jackson, Mama.
exactly. Like it's crazy. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, and then I thought it was so annoying that they banned Will Smith from coming, but then y'all open up talking about him. Like, why y'all even
Right.
mention him? Why y'all so traumatized? So traumatized. Can't get over it. Gotta go to counseling. Oh my God. But y'all open up.
That's crazy.
I'm like,
The
can we stop?
Oscars. What you expect? The Oscars.
So white.
Yeah.
So
It's
white.
just what it is.
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying.
know, we keep saying black people. Why do y'all keep supporting these shows? You see where y'all see where my boy was at. Denzel was at the Knicks game.
Right. Like I ain't about to be in this foolery no more.
Like,
I only watch to see. I don't even watch the shows. I just watch to see the red carpet to see what people wear.
That sound like you, Dreen.
well, speaking of what people wear, Drena,
There we go.
the outrage of Ciara's outfit at the Vanity Fair Oscar Party. The men are in an uproar.
Why?
Listen. Listen. First, I want to say to people, do your due diligence and your research. Like, please, man. Like, very first thing is they had to leave out the house together. So even if that wasn't the theme of the party, they had some discussion and they decided we stepping out like this. That's his wife. That's her husband. They came up with an agreement. Ain't none of our business. We can say our opinion, but do your due diligence. That's the theme of the party. So either we're going and adhering to the theme, or we're not going. So we there, and
Man,
nobody
don't
said nothing about none of the other people.
Didi, don't put that up there. She tripping.
What happened?
No, I'm playing. Go ahead. I'm
Oh,
messing. I'm reading all this. Debbie
oh,
tripping. Debbie, you
exactly.
tripping.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Like,
She tripping.
I love
He
it.
telling
I
the
love
truth.
yeah, like seriously. Now, if it was some type of other event where everybody else was regular and she decided to, it's still, I feel like it's her business, but then maybe it's a conversation. But like, I feel like we waiting now. We so on edge to jump on each other, man, about anything, man. Like whatever it is. Let's jump on it. Let's jump on it. And like, she just like, and forget Christian, how many of the people that's complaining got a wife or a husband
Mm,
and they happily married
that part.
or successful or whatever, like hardly any, man. So
So this be my thing
People
too.
be
Like, uh, I be trying to think, because it's like, well, when you go swimming, it's okay to wear nothing. When you go swimming, like we, we pick our times when it's like, oh my
right.
god, that is so horrible. Like, nah, I mean, they clearly he knew what she was doing when she came out the door. Like, and then you see nobody's outraged about them other bunnies that was wearing the same thing.
Same outfit.
Same
Same thing.
outfit, same theme, same outfit. Nobody said nothing. And
Right.
then now she a Jezebel. She a Jezebel because of what she wearing. Like, what? And she with her husband. Now, if she wasn't with her husband, that'll be a totally
Whole
different
different
conversation.
thing.
but she out
Daniel
with
said
her
we're frozen.
husband.
Hold on. Are we frozen to everybody else, or is it just Daniel?
I see it fine on my phone.
Daniel, your internet's fucked up, dude. No, I'm joking. Hold on, Daniel. Hold on. Can somebody else let me know if we're frozen or not?
I'm looking on two phones and it's not frozen.
Okay.
No.
Okay, we're not frozen.
Tom said no. Okay, and Debbie say no.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Right.
And what they should be saying is, let's figure out what Ciara's secret after she had kids, how she bounced back like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
these heifers be in brunch with lingerie tops on,
right,
and blazers.
What I'm saying.
They send their daughters to prom and next to nothing, and call it fashion. Like, people are crazy. That's
then
a
when they go
grown
to the
woman.
Met Gala, all of that stuff.
Right.
Great comment, Jen.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely selective outrage.
Now that's the epitome of selective outrage. You like what? Like, we've seen worse. Like, so it's like, when I seen it, I didn't even think twice about it. And then you see everybody like going in, like, oh, she a wife, she a mom, and you like, what are we talking about? Like, she with her husband, you know, they out having a good time. This is the theme of the the party or whatever, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and why do people care?
And then I've never seen Ciara out here acting single, because that was another thing I saw people saying. She out here. How you out here with your husband on your arm, talking about you acting single? I don't. All right.
And it's not off. This is on brand for her. Like, she has always dressed how she wants to dress.
Always.
They don't never say nothing about Beyonce. I love Beyonce, but Beyonce is on a horse with rhinestones only.
Yeah.
Holding her one nipple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm not, and I wasn't even a huge fan of Ciara and some of the decisions she made, and I feel like she won me over by going in a different direction, getting married. I feel like her persona is different. The way she carries herself is great to me. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with it.
That man loves Ciara. He'll probably drink her bath water, and them folks mad about it.
People are saying, well, I've heard a lot. Well, I've seen men commenting more than women about this, which
Me
is
too.
weird.
Calling him a simp and calling her a Jezebel, pretty much.
Right, and saying that. Well, the main thing that I've seen is that they're saying that Ciara. Well, back when she was with Future, people were saying that Future had her acting a certain way, and that's the real her. Now you're seeing that's the real her. Now that she faked it to get with Russell,
in that one moment,
the real her is coming out.
In that one moment.
I'm like, from the dress?
That's what I'm saying. That one moment, they saying that, or it's other stuff we don't know about.
Oh, then whatever new song she just came out with, I haven't heard the song, so
I'm not even trying to hear music, because music is art. Like, I'm not even trying to, whatever.
Right, and we know there's an agenda with the music, and it's the only thing that record, labels is putting out. We know what that is, so I ain't tripping on that. But
yeah, they
and then they went on to compare what Savannah James had on with what Ciara had on at the same party. I'm like, but they're not. That's not even her brand. Like,
right?
Ciara would never dress like that anyway.
That's not her.
Savannah has never dressed like risque. Like, she's not an artist. One,
right?
So what I'm saying. Ciara's an artist. She's always dressed risque.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what she do.
And she's not just somebody's wife. She's an actual person.
Right.
Like, that was a date night for mom and dad. She got sexy. Her husband liked it. If you got a problem with it, don't marry a woman that dressed like that. It's real simple. It's real simple. I don't understand why a man would be that mad about somebody else's wife.
Because they jealous.
It's a
I heard
outrage, man.
I heard she got paid $600,000 for that. That's what I heard.
Sign me up.
And
I
feel like from what we see from Ciara, I can assume, instead of assuming negative, I can hear her saying, "What do you think about this?" And them talking about it and not even being a long conversation. Like,
And
It's the
she making
thing.
sure he comfortable with it.
Exactly. Like just like that. And either yes, no, all right, we out. Like I don't even think it's that complicated at all.
600,000, bitch. I don't care what you do. Let's go.
Hey, I just
but
noticed
this is
I'm
what happens
literally
when
sipping
broke
tea.
people get in rich folks' conversations in their lives.
Hey
This
man.
is what they do.
Hey man. I'm like my man Charlemagne say, I'm gonna stay in my tax bracket.
I just about to say that's out my tax bracket.
Period. All right, y'all. I think I had a video for this. It's a 2-part video because I couldn't fit it all in one email. I hope y'all ready because we were just talking about how the good old Christian folk was upset about what Ciara wore, right?
Right.
Well, we're gonna listen to this pastor up in the pulpit going off and sending a message to some people. Ain't got nothing to do with Ciara, it's a whole nother topic, but I want y'all to hear. She says she coming for that ass in the pulpit. Hold on. Child.
What I done walked into.
I'm going to that church.
I get to literally
It was hell. I never knew I could go through so much hell, Drena. It was hell. The woman from Atlanta that tried to come in between me and my husband. This woman says she's a prophetess. She got a word from my husband. I said, no, you ain't got a word for him. You got a word for us. Natasha Davis.
Oh, said her name.
I told you, I'm not your typical first lady. This first lady fight. And if I catch you in the street, I warned you. I warned you. I'm a Brooklyn chick. That'll never change. I'm just an anointed Brooklyn chick. And I'm coming for that ass.
Let the church say amen.
Hold on. It's a part 2.
Oh, it's a part 2?
It's a part 2.
Oh wow. Let me hear this.
Jamila's husband. Point to the camera. Say, that is Jamila's husband. Thank you. Now back to what I was trying to say. I know I'm gonna get in trouble, but I'm gonna whoop her ass.
Oh, she doubling and tripling down.
I'm sorry, Joint College the Bishop. Oh, I got eyes on her. I got eyes on you, baby. When I see you, I promise you, I'm gonna make Larry Reed again. And this time, it's because you got the eye.
See, this is the problem, man.
Hey man, where this church at? I want to go.
It's the problem. It's the wild, wild west right now. There's no nothing. Like there's no line that we can't cross. There's no consequences. It ain't nobody saying stop. What was the point?
First of all, now all the girls gonna be at her husband's door.
Right.
His inbox.
Right.
It got to be good if you're going that hard, Pastor.
And I want you to say my name so I could get famous.
If somebody was doing that in Waffle House, they would be called hood, ghetto, everything in the book. This lady in the church.
Come on, Debbie, with the message, Debbie. Come on with the message.
what was the point though? Like I just used the platform to get my anger off at the woman. Like,
hey man.
Look, she
People,
let the lady know.
people be wanting to go.
I don't know what
People
to
be
tell
wanting to go viral. People want to go viral.
You call that lady name out.
Called her name out. I was like, oh, she done called her name
she said,
out.
I know I'm gonna get in trouble.
I was
I
just
don't
trying
care.
to get my Bell QC code in the back.
Right.
Yeah, that thing was real big. Hey man, where that church at? I'm trying to go, man. What's up? Let's go.
What is sacred in our culture right now?
There's
Get
nothing
off.
off limit. There are no boundaries. There are no rules. There are no values, morals. Everything is everybody can do whatever they want whenever they want.
And you know what that remind me of? And I'm not the religious person, but that remind me of when they was trying to build the Tower of Babel, I believe.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Babylon.
Yep, like
Crazy.
we can't. That's the whole ATP thing. Like we can't get anywhere like that, man.
Nope.
How we gonna get somewhere like that when at any given moment we could just do anything? That's crazy, man.
I'm gonna go to church on Sunday.
To membership club next Sunday.
Oh yeah, I'm going.
This is why this generation.
Natasha Davis gonna pull up.
That's
Natasha
why this era is like it is.
Oh yeah, she gonna double down on taking her man now.
She said I'm a Brooklyn chick, but I'm an anointed Brooklyn chick.
Child, I don't know what. Don't you touch me, because ain't no anointing on you. Don't you touch me.
Natasha gonna
no ma'am.
Natasha gonna lay hands.
She's already laying them on her husband.
Right. She's gonna put them on her. She's gonna put them
And
on
that's
her
the thing.
neck.
That's the thing. Like that wasn't him in the corner. That was somebody just watching the video.
Yeah, I think so. No, that was Freddie Hammond co-signing for the video.
That was?
Yeah, that was Freddie Hammond in the little corner.
That's crazy. That's a part of my family. I didn't even recognize.
Yeah, your people.
That's crazy. But they ain't right. They ain't right.
No weapon.
But this is why you could be whatever gender you want to be.
Yeah.
You can be an animal if you want to be. It ain't no more. No, the foundation is cracked, broken, shattered. Everything is gone.
It's funny
because it have never happened in my church back in the day.
Where's the husband?
It's funny because 2 years ago, around this time 2 years ago, remember Kirk Franklin? Everybody was outraged because he was cussing out his grown son.
Mm-hmm.
This lady in the church doing this.
She a pastor.
Like what is that? What message is that saying that? So did the lady succeed in some way? Like what type of message are you sending? Is your husband weak? Are you worried? Like, because
he's got to be weak if he sat there and let his wife get up there and do that.
Right.
Because
you can't stop people from trying your spouse.
Oh yeah, the cussing pass. I forgot about the cussing pass. What happened? It was a hot mess.
You can't stop people from trying your spouse, man. Like, you gonna go off like that every time you find out somebody tried your spouse?
And why do you care? Is he entertaining?
Right.
Exactly. That must be what's wrong.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Exactly. You felt threatened in some type of way, or it looked like it. But like, what was the point in that? Like, that's like.
Okay. No, she ain't the first lady. She's the pastor. She is the pastor.
What kind of closing do you do?
The doors of the church are open.
No, let's get ready to rumble. You gotta do like a boxing match.
If you're the musician, what kind of medley do you put together to go behind it?
I would have been in church like, it's crazy. Natasha Davis might pull up on all of us. We got to go.
Is somebody gonna take the mic?
Right. Ain't nobody move.
Right. And what about the people that's trying to get other people to convert or spread the message or whatever? And you doing this, they losing all the arguments. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, y'all tripping up in there. I ain't doing that. Like,
that was too much.
She probably did it on Visitor Sunday, the Sunday where they actually invited her. She was hoping Natasha was gonna be there.
Because Natasha said she had a message from the Lord for your husband.
You're the prophetess. And you got a message for us.
That's funny. I don't know, child. But the church, honey, I don't know.
I'm confused. Like, I don't understand the point. Like, what were you doing? Like, what did you get out of that? Besides making the ass out of it.
She let her emotions get the best of her.
Yeah.
She ain't know how to control it.
But like,
the husband probably cheated on her before.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be some rift between them two.
Mm-hmm.
Because how we not making it there and you on that tip.
And it ain't no way. Like, if your husband is faithful, you don't even entertain nothing like that.
Right. That's crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Church squad up. All right, y'all. We got some icebreaker topics today. This one should be fun. Icebreakers.
I know. What's some lady's name? The ushers with the white gloves. She probably told them, "Y'all get ready."
Y'all get ready. Like, man, we ain't taking no bullets for you. Security.
Somebody volume up like an echo.
Y'all hear echo?
I don't know.
All right, that might be.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm
What about
hearing
mine?
stuff, man. Maybe I'm sick. Let me sip this.
Daniel said he hear an echo too.
Okay, let me keep talking.
Check.
Anybody else hear an echo? I don't hear no. I don't hear an echo at all.
I don't hear it now.
Well, y'all let us know.
We'll figure it out if it is.
All right. So, what are some popular Black household catchphrases or sayings that y'all remember your mom saying, grandma saying?
I'm gonna beat the black off you.
I brought you in this world.
Take you out.
I'll take you out.
I
You
feel
better
like
be
a
home.
lot of them. I feel like a lot of them were not even full phrases. They were half phrases like "sit your."
You don't get your.
Exactly.
I work too hard for you to be acting like this.
Watch you in this world, I'll take you out.
Oh. Why you out there acting crazy like you ain't got no home training? That
This
definitely
is
was
one
one.
right here. I ain't one of your little friends.
For sure.
Oh,
Not one of your
yeah.
good friends.
Yeah. Courtney, you probably use that one right now to your son. I already know it. That's why it hit home. That's why she.
What else? Let me think.
What else, man?
My grandma, you ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of.
Ooh, yeah.
Listen, Black people say anything.
Not right.
Like,
Anything.
what?
Oh, I ain't never heard that one.
I ain't
Lord.
heard that one before either. Jennifer, you on your own with that one, Jennifer. I ain't heard the
Right.
rotten.
You got McDonald's money? Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What the heck is this there?
You black and you between two me here.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I'm
I
lost.
ain't
Never
never
heard
heard that.
Oh,
You on your own.
he gonna want it. Don't let your mouth write a check your ass can't cash.
Yep.
You ain't got this. You ain't got the sense God gave a rock. God damn. That's emotional abuse. Oh yeah, in or out. You better stay in or out. You don't pay no bill.
Oh, that's one right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you something to cry about.
Close that refrigerator door, letting all that good air out.
Yep.
Yep, I'll give you something to cry about. You just did. You just
Right.
did.
Hey, yo, that was the worst. Yo, that has to be the absolute worst one. You just got a whooping, got beat to sleep, and you crying, and it's like, you keep crying, I'm gonna give you some more, and you over here like, yeah,
Right.
like you trying to hold it
Oh
in, and
Lord,
you
now
can't.
that's child abuse. You hungry?
Sheesh.
What the hell?
Sleep.
What kind of parent y'all? God damn.
Y'all had the good parent, man.
Not acting like you're damn dad.
Dang, Courtney, these sound like these hitting home, huh?
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God, this is horrible. Look at this, all this trauma in the Black community.
Acting like
So
your
much.
damn mama. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
switch it up. Acting like your damn mama.
Oh, that's crazy. Let me see. Gotta go put my. All right, Daniel. Good night.
Good night, Daniel.
Dang you.
I heard an echo.
Go for what you know, night. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was Friday and Saturday at my house.
You figure it out. Why am I not hearing the echo? I don't hear nothing.
I think
I don't
you
hear.
watching it. Are you watching it, Drena?
You got
Like
gas
No.
money? That you got whatever money. That just phrase right there. You got gas money. You got McDonald's money.
Oh man, this the one. Don't ask for shit. Don't touch shit. Don't look at
Oh
shit.
my goodness.
And
Why you bring me?
don't let that buggy hit the back of my ankle.
Look, you know me as mom. You don't want to use Courtney.
Am I bringing you or taking you? Am I bringing you or picking you up? Because I ain't doing both.
Guys, I ain't doing both. Mm-hmm. Oh, only two things open after midnight: legs and hospital.
Mhm.
We always say legs and Waffle House.
Ours was
We
7-Eleven and legs.
yeah, or liquor store.
Speaking of liquor, let's go to our next icebreaker.
Wait,
What liquor made you never want to drink again?
NJ.
Hennessy.
NJ. Oh my goodness. I will never drink NJ ever again in life.
I've never even tried E&J.
Don't do it.
don't do it.
It is a broke person's brandy. Like it's in my mind, it's a step up from Mad Dog. That's all I gotta say. It's like a step up from NJ is
Yeah, I can
horrible.
see that.
Ooh.
Ugh. Oh my goodness.
I
Look,
started so late, so I ain't had that.
Hennessy for me too, Lisa. Mad Dog. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. Grain alcohol. Ugh. Rum and I hate rum. Ugh. I hate rum.
I like rum, depending on the kind. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna drink no Coke rum, but yeah.
Oh my God! Why would you do this?
Put
Why?
Mad Dog and a 40 together.
Why?
You
Were you in
trying to
Crenshaw?
die.
You
Was
wanted
it
to die.
Compton?
Christian Brothers.
Christian Brothers and
What is Christian
Moonshine.
Brothers?
What in the world are y'all
What is
trying to do
what is
yourself?
Christian? Well, first off, what's Christian Brothers? Because I don't even know what that one is.
Christian Brothers is like brandy, I think. If
Oh,
I'm not
oh,
mistaken.
N.J. cousin. That's what that is. N.J. cousin. Because I'm trying to tell you, N.J. is the worst alcohol I ever tasted in my life.
Hennessy.
I,
Hennessy made me stop drinking for 2 years. I
Yo,
wouldn't even drink
I-
why
wine.
do we like Hennessy? Hennessy is horrible.
Disgusting. It tastes like
Yeah, I don't
burnt
like Hennessy at all.
Oh,
Hennessy is
English with
horrible.
fruit punch?
Why?
Ugh. Oh my god.
I had
Southern
it.
Comfort.
Ugh.
Southern
The
Comfort
smell
is
of Southern
so
Comfort.
nasty. Who drinks this?
She said, Debbie said, I don't know, but I had a drink. Apparently, had multiple liquors, some dumb low ass drink called Red Death. I heard of that, but I don't think I ever drank it. Adrian had to carry me and bathe the liquor seat.
Mhm.
Gee.
Ain't no lies being told. Not one lie being told. Hold up. It's story time while we talking about this before we move
Oh
on.
my
So
God. That is funny.
what was we at? We had a party. I think yeah. So we had a party. They had this drink, and I don't know why Debbie drinking this because I could have sworn I bought some drink. Anyways, she drinking that. She drunk off her tail. After this party, Debbie acting like she young. So we like finna go to another party, to the club. We finna go dancing and all this, right? She
Debbie
acting
was
like
young.
this is like, cause this was like, what was that about 5 years ago? I want to say. Anyways, so here it is. The time we get in the car, Debbie and her cousin are knocked out. When I tell you we ain't even really pulled off yet, we ain't even pulled out. Now this is their idea. Like we going dancing, we finna get it in, we finna be partying. It's going down. 2 minutes in the car, out like a light. We get back. I'm like, so I just say, you know what? So I took them, dropped them off. She sleep the entire time. So go back and she's still knocked out. I'm like, we done made it home. You know what I'm saying? Get up, go inside. She can't even walk in the house. So I'm holding her, carrying her into the house. She needed to take a bath and everything. Like I got to literally bathe this girl. I have to give her a bath because she's so drunk. She can't do nothing. And I'm like, yeah, you ain't doing that no more. Like,
Oh my God.
like you gonna have to drink some grown up drinks. We not drinking that bootleg corner store drink no more. Like
Oh my
you
God.
gonna drink like me. Yeah.
And that drink was a drink that they already had mixed, or
Yeah, they
what
put
is
some
it?
crazy stuff
See,
together.
no, I don't drink them.
I tasted it and I wasn't on it, so I stick. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a bougie drinker. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Like I'm a bougie drinker. I done did my BS drinks, so I only drink top shelf If I'm drinking tequila, it's gonna be top shelf. If I'm drinking vodka, it's gonna be top shelf. Like I don't drink the bull no more. So it's a wrap.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
do it.
me, man. I started late. I'm exactly like that.
And I drink drinks I like. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not finna play like I'm finna drink some Hennessy trying to play hard, like drinking it straight. I don't like it. It's nasty. I'm not drinking it.
Right.
Like I don't want that. I want something like I'm drinking. I'm drinking Avion and pineapple juice. Like I like drinks that I can sip and drink and like and enjoy. I'm not no, and I wish I had a cigar, but Debbie ain't gonna let me smoke in the house. So um that's what I do. I'm not drinking that BS no more. Like, no.
When you know better, you do better.
The only drink I've never experienced it, but I saw what it did to a grown man, and I was like, I'll never try that. I was in it used to be called Studio 90, Adrian.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
So after Katrina, there was nowhere for Black people to go, and we kind of like took over that, and they changed the name of it. But there was a guy that I was with in there. He was drinking Tanqueray. He told me he had never drank it before.
That used to be my drink.
The night
I can see you drinking that.
The night progresses. I don't know if he had too much. I don't know if he was drinking it straight. That man was on the dance floor. He had took his shirt off on the dance floor.
Yeah, Tanqueray will do that to you.
Yeah, that's that KC and JoJo Tupac drink. That type of stuff.
I'll never try it.
I used to drink Tanqueray and ginger ale when I was stationed in Turkey.
When I was
and it was
stupid, I was drinking
$1.75.
Tanqueray. Tanqueray and Red Bull.
Was buying me Tanqueray and ginger ale.
I would do Tanqueray and Red Bull.
Oh, you was turned.
Oh my God!
I didn't know if I was trying to sleep or run a marathon. I didn't know what.
He was, and that's the thing. He was sweating so bad. He was sweating so bad. I was like, "Why is your shirt off?" He was like, "It's hot in here, bro. You in a club."
Oh my! Tanqueray does you so bad. Listen, because Hennessy was the drink that made me stop drinking for 2 years. And when I started drinking again, why I started drinking Tanqueray? That was the first drink I drank. Tanqueray and ginger ale was my drink from there on out.
E&J is the only drink that has made me throw up.
Oh.
So that's one of the reasons why I'm like, I would never. Anytime I've drank is because I was drinking E&J, and that's what had me throwing up.
Damn, you crazy. Oh God, not the Incredible Hulk, Hennessy and Hypnotic. Yeah. Oh man.
2 super overrated drinks.
Oh. Look, she said vanilla E&J is good.
That sounds disgusting.
I would never try it, I'll tell you that.
Oh man, Canadian Mist. Ain't that what you make a Washington apple with? I like Washington apples.
Do y'all remember Nouveau?
Oh, girl.
Yeah, they hit everybody off that.
Ain't nobody drinking Nouveau. That's like Hypnotic 2.0. Ain't nobody drinking that.
Yes, we did.
I used to drink
they said it in the rap song, so it was cool.
That was the T-Pain one, right? That
and it was
hit everybody off that.
It was pretty, like the sparkly.
Yep.
I ain't drinking that either.
Remember Alizé?
I ain't drinking none of that either. Ugh.
Why?
We had a company Christmas party. I took Nouveau and Grey Goose and mixed it together.
I hate Grey Goose.
Another one that they talked us into drinking.
Right.
Trash.
Right.
Trash.
That one right there, what Tom said, that was disgusting. I tasted
Might as well drink. Oh, I forgot about Cisco.
I would never.
Oh.
I would never. Once again, another one. Never.
That's on the level with Mad Dog.
Yep.
I ain't drinking none of that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I refuse. Like, that's why I say I'm a bougie drinker. Call it what you want. I ain't drinking no BS. Oh yeah, that's that rock. I like that.
I need to get the Anejo with the Clase Azul Anejo, but that costs a lot, like $500.
You got it, big time.
And see,
I'm gonna get it.
I'm just trying to be on your level, Didi.
Whatever. Now I got some free cash. I'm good. I got all kind of free money now.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Listen.
Yeah, I can't do it, man. I drink what I
Yeah, I
like.
can't drink nothing
I'm not
sweet,
faking no more.
nothing.
Like, you know how I used to, because it used to be like, oh, you hard, you drinking this drink. Oh, that's because that's what the thugs drink. That's what the hards. Man, look, I am a married man with kids. I ain't trying to be hard for nobody. I'm drinking what I like. So guess what? If I'm putting pineapple juice in my drink, that's what I'm doing. I ain't playing with
I
y'all.
drink that shit straight no more.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If I want a
like
margarita,
people.
I'm drinking a margarita. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah. That's why I bought me my little personal bartender downstairs, so it makes it for me. My little cute fruity drinks.
I don't do
Margaritas are my
Casamigos.
favorite.
Casamigos okay if I got it, but I like 1800. That's the tequila I like the most. Clase Azul is smooth, but it doesn't do it for me. It's like I don't feel anything with it at all.
Y'all like
Hey,
that
man.
Terramana, the rock drink?
I haven't tried that one.
That's good actually.
It's good.
You know
Yep, I
who
had it.
tequila is the bomb? Kevin Hart.
What's
I
the
haven't
name
had
of that?
his.
The Gran Cormino. That probably is my favorite tequila of like right now.
How long that's been out?
I'm gonna try it. What? Been out about a year, right?
Yeah.
Give or take.
Almost.
See, I be up on stuff like that. Cause Bruno Mars got a rum out. It's a white one and a dark one. One kind of got like coconut and it's really good too.
It's some
Daniel,
that
you
I
wanna
mean,
know
it's
why we
some that
dilute
you
our
mix.
liquor?
It's some that you
Because we
drink
like
straight.
our
It's some
liver.
mix.
Yep.
Because we like our liver.
Yeah. It's some that you mix. It's some you drink straight. Like there's
like
some
my
alcohols that I definitely drink straight, but it's some that, and it depends because I mean, especially with tequila, you know, which one are you getting? Are you getting the rosado? Are you getting the silver? Because some, you know, is better straight, and then some is better to mix. It just depends on what your flavor.
This motherfucker said my favorite tequila is rum. I only drink rum in Jamaica.
You gotta try Bruno Mars rum. I think you'll like it.
Rum just does something to my stomach. I don't know what it is. I don't
It
know.
makes me sleepy.
It don't
I
work
drink
well with my
rum.
body. My immune system don't
Yeah.
like it. I don't know.
But I
She said, "My
prefer
immune
tequila.
system."
Tequila is my favorite, is my drink of choice, tequila. And
Tequila
then
and vodka.
yeah, vodka second. I'll do whiskey here and there or a scotch, but I do that type of stuff with a cigar. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just gonna drink that and drink it.
Damn, Daniel, yo. Daniel, you are crazy.
I drink brown, but I prefer.
You like 17?
See, Debbie,
17,
I knew it was something like something ain't right with that. I can't drink that. It's trying to kill me.
Hennessy.
What?
I don't even know what that is, buddy.
Is that the drink that Tiffany Haddish had in Girls Trip?
Yeah, it makes you hallucinate.
Yeah. Irish. I'm not drinking anything dark ever. Never. Hennessy has killed that for any. No, never.
I like 1738. I like that. Cognac.
That's my baby daddy's favorite drink. My
I like
son.
that.
Let me stop saying baby daddy. My son said.
I like
1738.
Because it all smells like Hennessy to me. All of it. I can't. Hate
Yeah, Hennessy scarred you. Yeah.
I don't drink.
I'll tell y'all that story after the show. What happened and why I stopped drinking for 2 years. It's very embarrassing.
It can't be no embarrassing than the story you got on me.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Well, I chill out.
It is.
My story could probably top you. My story will probably top y'all.
Do it involve your ass being out?
No.
Oh.
Well, Didi can't say nothing. You had your kid's father on the show. That was the craziest and funniest episode ever. Or you might as well tell us whatever.
I can't tell this story on live.
Yeah. Right. I got you.
I can't tell this story on live. I was mortified, child.
I feel like when it catch on to y'all, blow up, you gotta run that, like re-release that episode, man.
Child,
Like
was
more people gotta see that.
And Adrian talking about, it's always 3 sides to a story. I'm like, he's like, all right, I'm lying. I'm like,
Yo, that was so fun. I guess because we didn't know what to expect, and so it was just like,
Yeah.
oh
And then
wow.
Adrian was like egging it on, like he was throwing
Yeah,
like
he
a log
was.
on the fire, like Yeah, that's one of my favorite episodes of your man.
Oh Lord, Lisa! Oh my God!
Hey, what you got, Dee?
Mine's is still worse.
Ooh,
Sheesh.
It's still worse.
ooh. Okay, moving
Oh,
on.
see, she was on vacation. You supposed to do that. You went to DR on
supposed to do
vacation.
that.
40 motherfucking drinks. Hey! You're
Oh,
supposed to do
y'all
that.
wilding out here in these streets.
Yeah,
Okay.
you single?
Go be tied up with a note from the cartel on you.
Oh my God, that was a good topic. Everybody got a story about being too drunk, so that was good. We're gonna get into our main topics now, y'all. So I'm gonna read one of Adrian's favorite influencers posted.
She being funny, y'all.
Y'all, I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to promote anybody, to be honest with you. Well, not her anyway. So the topic is, are men or women more superficial? And this is what the post says. And I'm not sure if y'all saw the viral picture that was going around showing what Jonathan Majors looked like before he got the money.
Yeah, so.
But okay, so that's the premise of the post.
Right.
So she says, I see this picture of Jonathan being posted by men everywhere. It's being used as a warning to men to stay away from women who won't date you at your lowest. But these same men aren't checking for a Precious from the movie Precious. I mean, whatever the name of the movie was, the big girl.
Monique.
Gabrielle Sibidet. Dating a woman's potential while she works on herself. Men are extremely superficial. He can be broke and unattractive, but will shoot his shot at a baddie in a Porsche. Pro tip. It's okay for people not to love you in your growth season. That's the perfect time to practice the art of self-love. Are men or women more superficial?
That depends, man. It depends on what type of man, what type of woman. If you buy into pop culture, everything is about looks. I don't know. That depends, man.
So she put a comment in her a post in her comments, and she went on to compare the two. So Jonathan Major, of course, just was in the Creed 3. He's been in a lot of movies. He's nice and buff now.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Women are falling all over him. Right. And then she put Gabrielle Sibidet next to him, split screen, and showed her happy, in love, and married now to a white man. And it's like, God, nobody was checking for her until now. Well, I don't think nobody was still.
Right.
Well, she was trying to say that now this woman who nobody was checking for is happily married, right, and this guy is still single. Women falling all over him, but women are supposed to, I guess, be in the gym shooting with him, but men aren't supposed to take her as she is.
I think everybody is attracted to what they're attracted to. So if you were not what you are now, then you got different results than you got now. Like we work out, we get haircuts, we do certain things to attract people to try to be better. If you just felt like, well, I'm gonna walk outside and everybody should accept me for me right now, and I don't know, people wouldn't. I don't know, man. That's kind of weird.
I thought her comparison was a little off.
Yeah, way off.
Because Gabrielle, whatever her name is, she still looks the same.
Right.
She hasn't changed at all.
Right.
And this dude, to me, Jonathan Major's still ugly, but that's just my opinion.
Right.
He's cleaned up, he's gained some weight, got some muscles, and he's successful, but attractive, that's subjective.
Did y'all see how wrinkled his suit was?
Who?
His suit was so wrinkled.
Child, this boy looked like he was about to. Are you talking about in that picture? Or at the Oscars?
At the Oscars.
He looked like he was about to sign the Constitution.
Yeah, the whole Gabby Sibidet comparison was totally off. Ain't nobody checking for her, and ain't nobody gonna check for her. The thing
she married now, so.
And she married. But the thing is that you can't compare a man because men as adults. So this is the thing: men as adults can have a glow up. women typically don't have a glow up as adults. You know what I'm saying? They might have been quote unquote what they call the ugly duckling in their teens, and then they came into themselves as adults. Men, you know, are the ones that can get a little money, get in the gym, change their teeth up, start now actually getting a haircut, right? And it's like,
Start getting
dang,
Mhm.
who is that? Right? That's not something women can do. Like women typically, a woman at 20 is normally, I ain't, not all, because we know it is some changes, but typically a woman, what she look like at 2021, that's usually her best. Like this is what she's gonna be. Some women glow up, but most women don't. What typically men, they don't typically come into themselves into their late 20s. You know what I'm saying? Especially guys that's really like, because first off, they finally, a lot of guys starting to get their confidence. They might have been working out. They getting them haircuts. They like, yo, I'm changed. Man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being the lame. I'm finna come up. And that's typically what I'm just keeping it a buck. That's typically what happens with guys. And so now you see that guy that got talked about in high school as, oh, a lot of women are checking for him now. He got his money up. He not getting real haircuts. He been in that gym. He taking care of his body. It's like, oh, I've been overlooking, buddy.
Or and it could also go the other way. He still look a mess,
Mhm.
but he got some money.
But he
Yep.
got some money.
That's his
That
answer.
part.
Just actually gave me an answer. So I'm gonna say women because, like you're right. Like it'll be different fads, right? Like you got the beard. It was the gray. Now some people dyeing the actual gray in their beard. Some people it used to be they dyeing it out. Then it was the clean cut or the whatever. So whatever it is, that's the fad. Like we try to be. I mean, just men in general, not me. I don't care. But so maybe I don't know. You know how it is. Like you want the muscular guy, then the slim guy, then the whatever. It's like that's always changing for us, and we always trying to figure out. But I guess for women too. But
Well,
these
women
days,
are going more extreme with it though. They're getting surgery and shit.
yeah.
But the difference is with women, they are doing extreme changes and they're like just shooting in the dark. They're going for certain men that they really can't attain.
Right.
Like so you got women in the projects getting their bodies done,
Right.
thinking they're gonna get money bag yo.
Right.
Like so it's kind of I don't know. It's a
Right.
little
So
off.
what you just said, do that count like as far as how they look at themselves and that? Is that being superficial too? Like towards themselves?
We're gonna talk about that, but
Okay.
I think that's low self-esteem, really.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
That's
We're
a good
talking
question,
about-
man. That's a good question. Like
whenever we shared the post, I don't get like what I guess looking at the images she had, what she was saying and what I didn't her message wasn't clear to me what she was trying to convey. But
Yeah.
I know that men are very visual creatures and women, if you're talking about looks, women really aren't. I mean, of course, like if you look at Michael B. Jordan and somehow he looks now, but they have women who date men who don't look anything like that. Like you have women who will get a man that's like, all I gotta do is fix him up, give him this, and like he'll be fine if they see potential in him. So I didn't really get what she was trying to say, but I think that both are superficial, just in different ways. Women are superficial whenever it comes to like, oh, this man got money, he flashy. Like she's not really looking for substance. She wants to know what can I get from him. And then men like they just want somebody that looks good. And like you said, like the somebody that who will have surgery or whatever, and she can't really offer him anything else but I look good. I don't have anything else going for me, but I look good. So I think both have the
Hey,
potential.
Mika. I think women are very superficial, and that's why, like Tom said, look at the amount of accessories most women have to put on just to go outside. Like,
Yeah,
they gotta get their lashes done, they gotta put their wig on, they gotta get their makeup done, they gotta do this, that, and the third. And most of the time, they don't. I'm not gonna say they don't care what men look like, but they more so care what the man has. Because I mean, for instance, look at Rick Ross. He ain't the finest man in the world, but he got money. So like the men don't have to look a certain way, just gotta have stuff.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but women are superficial towards themselves more than they are towards men.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. I agree with that. That's what I think.
Yeah. And I think, of course, men are more superficial when it comes to the way a woman looks. And
Right.
it also depends on the age of a man, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the status of a man. Because sometimes men have gone through that stage of, oh, I'm going for looks, and they done got burnt out from that.
Right.
Because there was no substance there. And now they're like, I don't need that no more. I need somebody that I can really rock with, and they got some substance, and they're going to support me.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I agree with that.
I thought her post was kind of...
Yeah, that was
I
off.
was really off. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was off.
I feel there was too many things and not very clear.
Because she was trying to make a point that wasn't... She always trying to bash men, so...
Yeah, that's Dee Dee's people.
That,
That's Dee Dee homegirl. They
yeah,
gonna
right.
they gonna do a conference together.
You
That's what I heard.
Nah, that
said that's what I heard.
That child so lost, but she thinks she got it together. So, girl, go off, bro.
That's wild.
But since we were talking about women getting their bodies done, I have a video. So, who do y'all think women are getting BBLs for? Is it for themselves? Is it for men? Why are they getting it? What is their reasoning? Let's listen to this video and see if we agree with what she's saying.
All of a sudden, now women are getting surgery for themselves. No, they're not. Yourself ain't looking at your fat ass. Yourself can't see your fat ass other than in a picture and in the mirror.
Man,
You're
talk
getting
about it.
surgery because you want attention from a certain type of man. You're not getting surgery because you want to look at yourself with a fat ass or because you're insecure with your
feels
body.
good.
Because if your body shape became in style tomorrow, you would do everything you can to revert back. If boxy girls, if up and down straight slim girls, if hips was not hot, y'all are getting your hips removed. So it's like, stop acting like you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing that for yourself. And now there are times where you have a baby and things drop or things pop and you want to put it back. We're not talking about
That's
you.
different.
But the majority of y'all, especially you 19-year-olds that didn't even get a chance to get hips and 20-year-olds that didn't even get the chance to get it, y'all are doing it because you want validation from a certain type of guy. You see the girls that are winning and the ones that are getting the Bentleys and the Maybachs, and you want to be like them. So you're trying to get your ass fat and you're trying to get them titties big, and it's just not.
But they don't promote how many girls that get that change with their body and then they don't live that life.
And like, they gonna eat me up for this, and I'm okay with that. But it's just like, love yourself. Give yourself a chance. Did you go to the gym for a year? Did you lock in with your diet for a year?
Right.
Yeah, I just had this debate. I agree with what she said. It's just like men who get certain cars and stuff like that or whatever. We do, almost all of us do everything for, other people when it comes to outwardly, or whatever. But it's a fad that people came into doing because it was popular. Like when Crisscross made Jump and they had their clothes backwards after their Living Color. That night, I came to school with my clothes backwards like everybody else. I didn't do it because I wanted to do it myself. It was the thing to do. It was popular, and it got you attention. And I agree with everything she said. Like, why would you do that? Especially with this in this self-love era, you love yourself. Give yourself a chance. Like, you're destroying yourself, and you can never get that back. I don't care if you redo it, or undo it or whatever. So I agree with what she said. Like, it's ridiculous when they say we do it for ourselves. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's why you think they asking you? You got a BBL? You got a BBL? You got a BBL? Because it's like they want to skip the work, and you tell them no. I just work hard. Look at my videos. It's clear that I put in the work.
Question everything. No, ain't no way you got a six pack. Ain't no way you got that. Ain't no way you built like that. Okay, right. I'm not arguing with you. Like, okay.
Crazy, man.
They asked, did I get my abs etched? I get so many questions. I'm like, God damn.
Because it's the thing to do. You rewind 30 years ago, you don't get asked those questions though.
Nope.
Because it's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? So.
And most of the time, I get those questions from people who can't achieve the things that what they're looking for. Like they can't do it, so it can't be possible.
Right. So they project what they feel they can't do onto you. Like, there's no way. Like that you did that by working hard.
I'm like, okay.
Okay.
You can go, I don't delete no pictures from my fitness page on Instagram and no videos. You can go all the way down years and years and years and years and years. I can pull my mama up.
Man, Adrian Drena.
You want to see her?
Huh?
I got her from my mama.
I said, what y'all think, man? Y'all think it's women that do that for them?
I definitely think they do it to get attention because they don't feel good about themselves. You know, and they don't feel like they're getting the attention that they want. But I think that's because they want that attention from a man. So I think majority of what she was saying, I think is right. But yeah. But I think it goes back into what we talked about filters. Like,
yeah,
the people online who, okay, so Dee, we know Dee looks like this, but they have other people who will call themselves fitness instructors on Instagram. If you see them in public, they do not look like, they don't look like that. And that's because they've either had some type of surgery or they use filters, and then after they heal up from whatever surgery, now they in the gym like, oh, you could get like me. All you got to do is do this every day. So I think it's all about getting some type of attention because they feel like they can't get that on their own. They feel like they're not good enough because what they've been doing hasn't been working for them. So how can I get it in the quickest way to them?
Right. What happened to the day? It was so dope when it used to be like dope to be different. Like, I don't look like nobody else, sound like nobody else. Like, it's okay that I'm me, like whatever it was. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now it's copy paste.
Yeah, like
it's all about the algorithm and what is hot on the algorithm.
If they pay attention though, being true to yourself always gets you the best results. Always. When you look at a Lizzo or whoever else or whatever and think they're extreme, like you get the best results being yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Everybody, it used to be dope to be different. Like
now everybody looks exactly the same.
Yeah, like that's crazy to me. I don't want to look like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And then you got sisters changing their bodies. Never mind.
I just can't even imagine being 19 years old and thinking that I need to go and get plastic surgery at 19 years old.
Yeah.
Like, what? Bitch, I'm fine as hell. What are you talking about? I'm 19.
Clear programming. Like, clear.
And I don't know if y'all saw the video with, what's her name? Black China. Now she's going through all the process to get all the silicone removed from her body. Because she had the ass shots and, of course, all the stuff in her face and the extra large boobs. And she get everything removed. And she was like, she started getting ass shots when she was 19. I'm like, the industry is a cruel, cruel place.
Yep.
If you're not strong and understand, like, no.
Because we don't look for longevity no more, man. Like we want the instant gratification right in the moment. We're not thinking about the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like people will literally get on the phone with me, do a consultation with me, and tell me that I'm calling you because I'm really about to get this surgery. And then have to go and consider whether they're willing to pay me for my fee. I'm like, but you really just hand over the money to the surgeon.
Yeah. They ain't got to do no work. Like the work.
But they do. That's the bad part. But they actually still do.
They don't think they do. Right. They don't think that's work. To them, they think it's a shortcut. Everything got a price. Everything costs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And actually, the bad part is all of the clients that I've had who have had surgery have it 10 times worse than people who didn't.
Right. Because
everything they had done doesn't move the same anymore.
Right.
The nerves aren't connected anymore. So it's numb, it's bad, it's dead.
That sounds so crazy, man. Like,
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. These
brainwashed, man.
Ain't no way. And then the men that they're attracting ain't even the men that they want.
Right.
You look like a freak show now.
Yep.
Crazy.
And you lose. I don't know how. Adrian, what you think? Because I personally, when if I look at a woman and she got work done, instantly I lose respect for her, like you insecure. So I'll never hold you to high regard, just mentally. I'm gonna think there's something wrong mentally out the gate.
I, you know what I'm saying? Like, woman with BBL, that's just never been my thing, my cup of tea. Never really
Yeah,
turned
man.
me on. It's just never been something I looked at like, ooh, like I'm not that guy that's like, oh, that's sexy. Like, I'm that guy. I want to see what you used to look like. And if that don't match up, then call me superficial, but I got to think about my kids if we gonna be together.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The last thing I want is you done changed your whole, you done shaved your nose down, you done all these different things to your face and your body, and I'm thinking we about to have some in shape, athletic kids,
Fake genetics.
right? Like, and they come out and they, sloppy, and you like, man, I know it ain't like that on my side, like, what?
And then you find
You
the
know what I'm
old
saying?
picture of her.
You find an old picture of her, like, oh, you played me? Nah, I'm good.
Do y'all remember on I think it was I'm Gonna Get You Sucky. When she started taking off all the fake stuff, right? It used to be a joke. Like that was a joke. Like that was you playing like you look like you got your granny wig on and all of this stuff was a joke. That's how I know it's not for them. Is somebody told y'all it was cool. It became popular and it's enough people doing it that you don't feel alone in doing it. So hey, I'm gonna do it to be accepted, with the majority or whatever.
Yeah.
But how I can't find it attractive at all. Like mentally, before I even get to the physical, whether it's even a good job, the fact that you was in a space mentally to say, I'm going to do this is a turn off out the gate. Like, it's something wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do understand, like, she was saying about, like, so people who get lifts and stuff like that or had C-sections and stuff like that. I understand. Well, I won't say I understand personally, but I know I've spoken to women who go through those issues or whatever, want to fix things like that. So I do understand that. But just for a look, a aesthetic, like I want to look like this in my jeans and this or whatever. Like
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
You was not moving my belly button. Sorry.
Yeah, you got a mental.
That's crazy to me.
That's crazy, man.
What? No, out of your mind.
Like
yeah,
some people like that.
That just sounds painful to me. I don't know. So we're going to go into the. Actually, you know what? Do I have a video for this? Hold on. I don't know. Adrian, did I get a video for the nickname, John? I don't remember. I just thought it was so funny. Hold on. I got too many videos in here. Oh yeah, I do. I got a video for this one. So I'm not married, but I'm offended.
I'm not married, but I'm offended.
I just want to know: is it okay for your spouse? No, for somebody like somebody else, a friend, whoever, to give your spouse a nickname? Ooh, child. We're gonna look at this video because Lord, I'm about to be like the pastor in the pulpit. You hear me? Give my goddamn man no damn nickname. Here we go.
You talking about Lanini and my wife?
Yeah, that's Nene.
What the fuck is a Nene, man?
Her nickname.
You can't give my wife no nickname, nigga.
Why not?
Because she my wife, that's why. You don't give her no nickname.
Aren't we all friends?
She's not your damn friend. A friend is somebody you can call in the middle of the night to come scoop you when you're stranded in the middle of nowhere. That ain't y'all. A friend is someone you can call, let me hold 20, 30 bucks the next week. That's a friend.
Oh, then shit, we friends then. Because we've done that already.
To the max.
Yeah, no. You ain't giving my woman a nickname, wife, nothing, no nickname, none of that, man. No, man. No.
Oh God.
That's how some of the concepts of some of these TV shows be happening and stuff, whatever, blurring the lines. I was on a show and the person kept asking me, well, what if your friend's ex-wife, they had not been? I'm like, stop asking me questions. No. There's no crossing the line with nothing. Like, no, if my wife she Mrs. Hammond to everybody. Now, if Drena and Didi want to call her whatever y'all want to call her, and y'all got, the girlfriend nicknames or something like that, that's cool. I'm not calling Adrian's wife. I'm not even. I don't even want to address Adrian's wife as nothing but Mrs. Taylor until he tell me, "Oh, just call her this or whatever." I'm not like no.
That part, Tom. That part, Tom. You don't even call her what you hear me call. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Out of line.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's just like, babe or boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you be like, babe, boo. What? What are you doing? That's not babe or boo to you.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Hell
Call her
No.
Debbie. Hey, Debbie. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if she got a nickname that everybody call her,
Right.
then that's cool, you know. But like a nickname I call her, you know what I'm saying? Unless you say it in like a joking manner, you know, you mess around, you know, yeah, boo, you know, what
No,
blah,
I
blah, blah,
still
you
ain't
know,
doing it.
it's a joke. I
You
mean,
know how guys how niggas is, man.
I
They'll
know, but
try.
it depends on the context, you know what I'm saying?
Super
And
true.
then how close we are. First
Yeah.
off, let me throw that out there too, how close we are. And you make a joke, but nah, we don't do that. Like, where we do that at? Like, I ain't finna be calling nobody else wife,
Exactly.
girl,
Mrs.
the
Taylor
pet names.
or how we grew up, sis. If you my man's girl, wife, whatever, you sis. It's clear. Like that's the you know what I'm saying? Ain't no nah.
All right, we ain't gonna
That's
be
so
like
inappropriate to give
No.
somebody's spouse a nickname.
No. No.
That's crazy.
Some people go and guys, man, they'll try to see how far they'll go. Like, don't some people if your wife cook real good, they'll hey man, why don't you hook up some of them this like no, man. You better ask me, man.
Yeah, you got like that. It's no. Mm-mm,
No.
absolutely not.
You trying to be too cool, too close. Like you said, that ain't your friend. Y'all ain't friends.
Same thing as saying work husband. No,
Oh,
absolutely
nah, yeah.
no.
that's another you know, I'm just really learning about work husband, work wife.
Yeah,
I
nah.
ain't know that. I ain't know nothing about that. Like, I'm really getting hip to that now. Like, I be
I
so
have
far
plenty of
behind with
work
this stuff.
husbands, but I ain't have a real husband, so I was good.
That's what that's for, single people.
Yeah.
Cause we
And
not
they
blurring no
don't-
lines to play games. Like,
Don't do
Yeah,
that's so disrespectful.
yeah, man. Like, no.
people, yeah, work husbands be bringing them breakfast, lunch, all kind of.
Yes,
I'm
they
like,
the
what?
best.
Exactly.
Y'all be, I guess maybe
Waiting to get
that's something
their
I was
husband
never hip
privileges
to.
at some point.
I guess
Oh,
I was like, that's something I just wasn't hip to. I guess.
Yeah, nah.
yeah, they be doing the most now. They be doing the most.
Nah.
Hoping and thinking they gonna get something. Nope, just bring me that good breakfast, Mr. Fields.
Hey, Tom, you still in Gulfport? I just thought about to ask him that.
Yeah, I'm not
Hopefully,
calling a half strangers
Mm.
wife a nickname like a nothing like no.
All right, y'all. We about to go into this video. And it is probably a touchy subject. And it's
Tom,
probably
you
gonna
single? I'm
cause
sorry, I'm
some
playing matchmaker right now.
Ooh, Drena.
Tom, you single?
Lord have mercy.
Oh, Jesus.
What's the video?
But y'all didn't walk me into all type of stuff today, man. Videos,
Adrian,
whooping
Adrian
ass.
be doing the most.
I'm like, oh.
Are
Wait
you,
a minute.
Tom? Tom, are you open?
He said, "Stop it, bro." Don't do that, man, like that.
I just know two nice people, and you know, sometimes
Adrian put me on the spot when I first came on. I don't know if you remember when I first came on, he put me on the spot too. He liked that.
He did. Ask was you single. He's like, well, you're not talking about that right now. I'm like, wait, what are we doing? Adrian, you messy.
Tom, I'm gonna inbox you, and we're gonna talk.
Lord, Tom, Lord have mercy. Anyway, so we got a video. So please be open-minded and be ready to give your honest feedback. It's a 2-part video. Just be ready because it's a lot. I'm not even going to tell you what the topic is. I'm just going to play the video.
I was about to ask too. I'm scared.
I am too, and I already watched the video. All right. Part 1.
To abort our heavily disabled daughter, and it ruined her life. 6 years ago, I and my high school sweetheart and then girlfriend discovered that she was pregnant. We were both young, 20-year-old kids who didn't think it would happen, but thought we could take on the world together. I loved her, and a part of me now still does. The idea of building a family and starting a life was absolutely exhilarating. Then tragedy struck because we got word of what we truly got ourselves in. There were signs early on that the pregnancy just wasn't viable. But then when we did our first rounds of screenings, we learned that the fetus suffered from multiple chromosomal/genetic defects and was not developing normally. They had no faith that she would be able to carry the term and recommended aborting for her own health. I don't know why, but my ex was insistent on seeing it through. Honestly, I still to this day don't know why. She and her whole family wasn't even religious. She was really liberal in most of her views and always seemed to be pro-choice. Yet she was extremely adamant about refusing to get the abortion, despite them all being available to her. It was quickly after the realization of what we were getting ourselves into that our relationship went completely to hell. I didn't want her to carry the child to term. Not only because our daughter would live a horrible life, but because of the chances that she wasn't going to be alive after or during the birth. In the short time this has come to term, I learned more about my ex than in the 4 years we have dated. And raising a child with her became one of my biggest nightmares near the end of our relationships. In her 12th week of pregnancy, I walked away after another doctor recommended that she get an abortion. That was 6 at this point. They were incredibly worried about her own health and safety. I told her straight up I could no longer participate in the game that she's playing. I did not want to play caretaker to a heavily disabled child at 20. I would not drop out of school to play husband and father in a situation where we already know it's going to be extremely difficult and unviable, and the lifestyle of the child is going to be unbearable. It is a twisted world that we find ourselves in, and she is dragging herself down, and I'm not going with her. The shit I got from this was tremendous, but I have not regretted anything in the 5 years since my daughter's birth. As expected, my ex had extreme complicated with her pregnancies towards the end and had to have an emergency C-section at 24 weeks. My daughter was born with a multitude of issues. At the age of 5, she cannot speak.
Part 2. It gets worse. Jesus.
And must be attended to 24 hours a day. My ex has dropped out of college and only after weeks of having the baby had to live with her parents. Being a nurse 24/7 with her mother. If I had stayed in that situation, I would have ended everything a long time before. This point was even reached. So I can respect my ex for sticking with it. I have paid child support, but I have not once met my daughter in person. I told my ex that the day we broke up. I love her, but I will never be a part of that child's life. I would not support her or this game that she's playing. And bringing a child into the world just to suffer was sick to me. I would not throw my life away with her. I still talk to my ex, only because in the end, I feel for her. And I provide emotional support when I can. At the end of the day, it pains me to see what we could have been, everything that could have inspired. Yesterday, a friend of mine learned of my daughter. She asked me if I regretted walking away and leaving my ex alone to care for our heavily disabled child. I told her no. I can honestly say that I don't regret anything. In a just world, my daughter would never have been born inside of a situation where she lives in this tragic state. Let's talk about the realities of my daughter's daily life. She requires 24/7 attention for a various of reasons. She cannot do anything on her own. She cannot eat on her own. She has no freedom of movement, cannot walk, run, speak, talk, and she cannot communicate in any regard outside of what an infant can. Along with this, she is on 24/7 medical watch as well. She should be in a medical facility, and I've recommended this to my ex multiple times. Or have 24/7 home care by a professional. I pay for 75% of the medical. that is not covered by our insurance or the states, and I pay for 50% of all the other expenses. She has been in development therapy since her birth, and nothing has changed at all. She has been given a 10-year life expectancy, if she's lucky. Anytime the child tries to make any movements on their own, their bones break. I don't understand how anybody would wish this life on somebody. And you may be asking how I know my ex's life was ruined because of the situation. I talked to her. I'm her emotional support. Despite everything, I do care about her very deeply.
That's a lot to unpack, man. That's a lot to unpack, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Whew. And that wasn't the full video, but it was a lot, so I just stopped it there.
Yeah, the 20-year-old, this is why we need parents and guidance and all of that stuff or whatever. And while when we're young, we shouldn't be making a lot of heavy decisions, on our own. I believe he's super transparent and honest about how he feels. I don't know how I feel about how he felt then or now.
Well, hold on. Let me explain too. That guy is not the guy. He was reading from
Reading,
somebody.
I thought that.
Okay,
Right,
yeah. Making sure everybody know.
I I don't know, man. That's a lot, man. Exactly. That's how I feel. Like they're young, so what do you expect a 20-year-old to feel like I could conquer the world, like I could get past anything, I could, and the reasoning for going through with it wasn't balanced or wasn't based on anything other than pride or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So can you really be mad at her for being young and not being able to conquer that pride? And then with him, I hear the logic for sure. And the doctor's professional advice constantly over and over and over.
6 doctors.
Right. Professionals, trained people saying this is not a good thing to do. And you don't have a reason that's solid enough to say I'm going through it other than like he said, it's not like you super religious and you saying I got so like what are you doing? So I understand the logical, it's just that's heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy, man.
The only thing that I could compare it to is like the same reason people, whenever you have somebody who's in a coma and they become in a vegetative state, and you got to make a decision whether you want to pull the plug on this person or not. So we went to that situation with my dad, and I told my mom like he wouldn't, the lively person my dad was, his personality, he would not want to be seen this way. But there is a part of you that feels like you want to hold on to somebody. It's like a selfish part of you that you want to continue that life to have in there to comfort you because he's not being comforted. Like he's in a vegetative state. So I understand how a mother would want to hold on to that because she feels like this is my baby. I don't want to give up on it, even though you hear all these things. But the logical thing would be to have an abortion. But that doesn't mean that would be the right choice for everybody because she's probably not only is she going to be exhausted in every way, every avenue, mentally, physically, but like she's going to be so drained she can't even take care of herself because she's devoted her life to taking care of this child just for the sake of having the child.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I could watch my child suffer like that.
Right.
And to know that they're never going to get past a certain age, like, and then you get just a mental trauma of having to bury the child. Like, I mean, when he said the child moved, the bones break, like, there's just no way I would even think about or consider. Like, I had my child at 18, and if they would have told me that was my outcome, there would have been no question for me to get rid of the baby because there's like I would never bring a child into the world and make them suffer that way. Like that's to me just. We all want to have all the hope in the world.
Right.
And of course, having multiple doctors, making sure you get all of the information to make that decision. To me, at the end of the day, she was being, I don't know what her reasons were.
Right.
It feels like a selfish reason. Or
stubborn.
maybe it was a hopeful reason. I don't know, but when the professionals are telling you there is zero chance of this child having a viable life, and then you're early in your pregnancy where you can have the abortion. It's not like you 8-9 months in, you gotta have a baby. Like you had an option early in the pregnancy, 12 weeks. And it was before 12 weeks because he left at 12 weeks. So it was before that they let you know that something ain't right.
Yeah, one of the things I zoomed in on was he was saying that it wasn't like it was religious reasons or nothing like that. So it was pure stubborn. Like you just being stubborn, like, and that will lead people to question whether everybody should have a full choice. Because if they deem that to say it was some type of law or whatever, well, this is considered the state of red or something like that or whatever. So we can't even allow you to have the baby or something like that.
Right.
And then some people will fight and say, well, still it should be her choice no matter what. But obviously she wasn't in her right mind to make the right decision. Because I
think she was just young.
Yeah, that's what I
And
think.
like
It's
Debbie,
just stubborn.
I think
Like,
she was young, and she was like Debbie said. People want to think about, the good parts. She don't even realize how much trauma she's gonna endure.
yeah. That's why it's important, man, to just educate young people. Like I saw what my mother went through raising us, and I didn't look at children as bad, but I knew it was work. I knew it wasn't just a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So every time the thought of a child, enter my mind, teenage years on up or whatever, I knew it was responsibility and work. So I wouldn't just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else doing it to do it. So it's important to teach them that, because just that hope or the fantasy of it or whatever, that'll lead you to do anything. To just hope anything. 6 doctors telling me something is not good, it's over.
Do you want kids?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm up in the air, man. Like if it happens, I believe it'll be great. If it doesn't, I'm fine, man. Like I'm fine.
We need a little Chris. We need to see a baby with
a
beard.
A beard, baby.
A beard, baby.
No, I would love it. I would love the challenge. I would love my biggest thing is
Debbie.
Who I will be connected to and having the kid. That's and it does. I'm not a fantasy. We got to live happily ever after because things happen. But I want to know that she would be just as committed and dedicated to the kid as me. I don't want to be a baby daddy ever in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to be that. And I don't think every person whose relationship didn't work out as a baby mom or a baby daddy, in my opinion. I don't think that's the case. Sometimes it don't work out. They co-parenting or whatever. And it's not that, that hostility or whatever, that's cool, but nah. And I know what kids go, we all know when we were young, what we go through, man. Like, it's a crazy world right now, man. So it's a lot to consider before just having a kid. And I know I would dedicate myself to kid. A lot of my friends say, have a kid, man. It's nothing. And I look at some men who told me that and say, well, yeah, for you, because you feel like you got the option to take care of it when you want to. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that option. So
right. Adrian, what you think about the video?
Oh yeah, you got to get rid of it. I mean, just for the simple fact that the quality of life for the child, not only the quality of life of the child, but the quality of life of parents. I'm not trying to take care of you for your whole entire life, meaning my entire life. I mean, no knock on people that do it, but I see people, man, that have kids with Down syndrome and all of these things, and now they're in their 30s and they still in the house, because what they gonna do? They can't go nowhere. They with you, some of these sickly kids, man, you still got to take care of them as an adult, and that's just what it is. That is not the life for me. That's not something that I choose, and I don't want someone to live that way. I don't want someone to be living off of me for the rest of their lives because of a mental, disparity or a physical disparity that they're gonna have or they're gonna come into this world with. That's not fair to me. That's not fair to them. That's not fair to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go both ways. It's not something I want to deal with.
What if he would have talked her into getting rid of it, right? And just throwing this out there. What if he would have talked her into getting the abortion? and it cracked her mentally, and she was never the same. Would people consider him wrong? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if she would have met? Like, I know how people twist up. I don't feel like that.
Well, either way, I don't think she's the same either way. I think
Yeah,
she's
she
been
wouldn't have
cracked
been the
mentally
same
either
either
way.
way.
Right. That's how I feel too. I was just wondering like what people would think about that. Like if that's what people would stand. I don't know. Like I don't think it was no other choice, man. Like you gotta do what you gotta do. It's like the doctor saying you gotta cut your foot off or you're gonna lose your whole leg. And you just like you so attached to your foot. I don't want to have one foot, and then you end up you losing your whole leg. Like,
Yeah.
Lisa, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not trying to figure out if I'm the one that has the independent child with Down syndrome.
I
I'm
I
just keeping
have
it a buck.
I have an example of Adrian. You talked about having somebody depend on you. I have a cousin. He ended up the ward of the state because his dad passed away. He was the breadwinner. His wife never worked ever, and she ended up passing away. And their son was probably 30, and there was nobody to take him. He was autistic and had some other things. He's a ward of the state now. Like nobody could take that on.
I'm just
and
saying.
if something happened to you, your kid just because ain't nobody gonna dedicate like
Right.
you.
You got to think about that. Like nobody, if something happens to y'all, no one is finna take on that. Like it'll take a special person, but typically what? Probably your mama, possibly, maybe. But I mean,
Thank
they
God my
probably.
daughter grown and she can take my son. If something happened to his daddy. See, that's the good thing about having a grown child.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, especially if they special, needs.
He was
Man, you bringing in a lot of different things.
A
he was
lot.
And
definitely special needs. He would run away, even
Mhm.
from his parents. He would run away. Like they were constantly having to go after him, and he never wanted to have clothes on. So like
mm,
it was like, and yeah,
It's a lot of work. But that's a tough that like Debbie said, people need to have those kind of conversations. We know they're not. Because nobody ever thinks something bad can happen to them.
Yep.
yeah.
So people just don't have those conversations.
Yeah,
But,
just in denial. Like that's all it is.
yeah. So we're gonna go into the title of the show real fast before we end. Um yeah, Adrian likes to talk about stuff like this. I don't know why. No, I'm joking. So this is the full title. Ask a man to describe a good woman and watch him describe a slave. Ask a woman what a good man is and watch her describe a simp. What y'all think about that? These are not my words. This is something somebody posted.
Yeah, like it depends on the man and the woman you asking. Like I don't think y'all will describe that. You know what I'm saying? I talk about, we done had conversations about Adrian and me and Adrian. They had conversations. As men get older, we got a different outlook on things. And I don't think I would have personally, but me being younger, I'm sure my crowd would look at Adrian and he's married and kid and about his family. Um, and some people, oh, he's simping or this or whatever. But as you get older, you realize, no, he the man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it just depends on what level of maturity,
Yeah.
You at or whatever, man or woman. Because I don't think anybody with any level of maturity or a balanced mindset wants somebody stupid. I want you to be balanced and intelligent, so I know you choosing me of sound mind, and I'm choosing you when we working together. So I guess it just depends on the maturity level of the person you ask.
Yeah.
So I also think this is funny, and I think if you ask a woman, right, she does. She wants a man to simp over her, but she don't want him to simp over her in the beginning. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Eventually you want him to simp over you once the feelings have been, quote unquote, established. You really care about him. Now you want him to simp over you.
What
But
does
if
simp mean?
I'm just saying simp because that's what people call it, meaning all about you, catering to you.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not simping to me. It's just really treating a woman how she's supposed to be treated in my eyes. But
Right.
hey, most people call that simping nowadays. Even women call it simping. I don't know why. I would expect you to want a man to treat you like a queen that you quote unquote are. But anyways,
I think it depends on if the woman actually likes the guy too.
that I, it all depends on how a woman sees a guy, right? Because we've learned that things could be taken so many different ways depending on how a woman like a guy. You can see a guy and you like him, and it could be, oh, that's so cute. Oh, he really like me, you know. Woo, woo, woo. And then another man that you don't like could do the same thing. He's stalking me. He's
Sexual
tripping.
harassment.
He's sexual harassing me. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how the woman sees him.
You always look at it. It's a real simple formula. Steve Urkel. It's really that's what it is. The Steve Urkel effect. Laura didn't like him.
Yep.
So he was harassing her. Stefan Urkel came. Oh, she was falling all over him.
Very true.
But men got to know how to read the room too.
And then so of course we got to address the whole men describing slaves, right? I don't think men describe slaves, but I think most men, especially men of value, they want a woman that's going to come in and take care of the home. That's it, because it's like you make the money, you handling business. Like, I need someone that's going to come in and handle the business of the home. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that the house is ran smoothly. If that's what you call a slave, I
think because the modern woman doesn't provide those skills.
Yep. That's
so
what
now they look at that like a slave, even though these are basic life skills that you need anyway.
You're doing them every day anyway.
But when a man says this is what they want, they translate that to, oh, he want me to be a slave. He want me to take care of him. I ain't doing it. Like,
everybody trying to avoid the work, man. Like, people want the people want to meet at the finish line, like, and get the trophy. They don't want to put in the work. Like, so and it go for men too. Like, you want a woman to submit, but you don't want to put the work in and provide the security for her to feel comfortable in submitting. And then a woman, a man, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa. So nobody don't want to put in the work, like, to deserve that or to earn that, what you asking for. Because if you talking about like simp, like the actual word, I'm not, me personally, I would think a simp is somebody, you can get some overtime at work and y'all planning a vacation and this will kind of cushion the blow of the money you're going to spend. And she said, no, I just want you to stay with me tonight or whatever. And you blowing off your money and not managing the house, the finances right. Every time that she bat her eyes at you, I would think that's a simp. Like, don't jeopardize. Sometimes you just gotta, hey, I gotta go. I know you're gonna miss me. Cool, I'll catch you on the next one. So I would think, but these days, just like Adrian was saying, you could just buy flowers for your girl. You simping. Like, what?
Right. You be like,
what?
I'm simping by treating you like how you should be treated. Okay.
Yeah.
Mind-boggling.
Next.
Mind-boggling.
And some women will tell you that because they feel like you ain't, I don't know, like, you ain't worth me having if you ain't dogging me. Like, if you, I don't know how to explain it. It's weird, man. Like,
some pimp C, a pimp, not a simp.
Yeah. But some women want that. I mean, they feel like, oh, I could run over him. And it's like, oh, here we go with that line. Like, yeah, he can't handle me, or he can't control me. He can't, I run over him. It's like, you want somebody that's going basically. So, and this is what I learned with a lot of women. They want a guy that act like he gonna hit them, but don't hit them. Like, he is, like one step. Yeah, you like, what? I'm like, huh? So you want a dude, that's basically threatening to hit you, but won't hit you? Yeah.
Just let me know you're thinking about it, and that's enough for me.
It's the social media.
Because I look at it like, you got daddy issues if you talking like that.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's the social media, man. Like, you get the just in the moment, I like this, and then 10 seconds later, you can say I like this in direct contradiction to what you just said. So nothing is making sense. Like, there's no set precedent nowhere, like, about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
So the simp will disregard logic for her feelings and aim to please and not actually provide her even for herself.
I think he meant provide and protect her even from herself. Meaning, like,
Okay.
if you're the leader, stay lead. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, you have to lead no matter what. It's just like collateral damage. Okay, I did a video and I used Superman in Lois Lane, right? If I'm Superman and I'm on a ledge and I hear with my senses a train in Tokyo about to derail, right? And there's 20,000 people that'll die. And she see the look on my face, Lois Lane, and says, well, I know that look. You about to fly off. I lit some candles. Come have this dinner. And it's like, no, you know I'm Superman. Like, I'm Superman because I'm not going to let this happen. So I think he's saying like a simp going to be like, all right, I'm going to have this dinner and I'm just going to, shirk the responsibilities or, whatever. And instead of me being true to who I am, what has us in the position that we in the first place.
Right.
Yes.
Which I agree we should
Totally
stand on
different.
that.
Or
But
it's
I'm
like
afraid, like
rent due, but she want to go somewhere, and you use the rent money because she want to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Knowing good and well you need to pay the rent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a simp.
And on the slave comment, I think one of the biggest issues with that with women is because men, and I really don't want to say a certain age because there's some older men that do this too, but most of these women haven't had to do much.
Yep.
They can bring them bare minimum as long as they got a big ass and they cute. They don't really have to provide much. So then when men get to a certain age or a certain status or whatever, now they need some more stability. The pool they're looking in is these same women that y'all just let bring nothing to the table. And now they're mad because they ain't bringing nothing to the table.
Yep.
And it's like, well, and now the women like, why you want me to do this now? You ain't want me, all I had to do was come with what I came with. And now you want me to do all this? I'm not no slave.
That's what social media telling them, princess treatment. That's like a big thing going on right now. So it's no balance. There's no, I could date the guy that work at CVS or a regular job or nothing or whatever. I'm looking and I'm picking what it is I want, and I'm gonna develop the entitlement for it right there in that moment. So
Yeah.
I'm
I
chasing that.
mean, I don't know. It just like kind of growing up for me, it was totally different. Like, my sisters never cut no grass, never did any yard work. But when my sisters were in the house, like, I ain't have to cook. I ain't have
Right.
to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they cook. Now, we had wash dishes, all of that, but like cook, like, nah. That was what they did. We ain't have to cook.
Yep.
The men ain't, cook. But at the same time, like, take out the trash, cut the grass, all that. Like, they ain't have to do none of that,
Right.
either. I don't know, man.
It's a
I'm
different day
all
and
about
age,
roles.
man. That was a
Yeah,
different day and
yeah,
age. That's what it would like is from our era, like women cook. They do certain things like you just said, it's basic life skills. Like I learned from my grandmother or my mother or this or whatever. Like it's automatic. Whether you were here or not, this food was gonna be cooked, or whatever. So it doesn't seem like a big reach for them.
Right.
But somebody who's been training their mind or programmed to be, a bad bitch or princess treatment, you know what I'm saying? Like they ain't trying to sweep mop nothing. And it's not even about the actual act. It's about I really gotta focus my attention on something for this long, and I don't get nothing. Do I get some money for doing this?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
all transactional for them.
Exactly. That's a great word. Like that's a great word. Yep, exactly. Transaction.
And the bad part is that like the men in that same bracket with those modern women, these modern men, they would rather be with those types of women because it's easier.
Yep.
It doesn't come with a lot of responsibility. Oh, she ain't doing much, so I ain't got to do much.
Yep.
When they come in contact with a woman who's bringing everything and that does provide that stability or that's too much.
Put the pressure on you.
It's too much.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it's everybody kind of tricking themselves because if you have a woman like that, as you get older or mature, or start to want more or settle down, you're gonna be looking for substance that just wasn't there in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, why are you looking for it now? That's not what you signed up for. That's not what she signed up for. So
yep. And now you trying to figure out what happened. No,
yep.
I ain't signed up for this.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we in a trick bag right now. The world is crazy.
Yeah, man.
And the bad part is that these folks gotta raise children.
Yep.
Oh, God.
That's why at this point, look at Adrian's chest. It's about the progress. I'm gonna stick to the people who I see working and actually doing the work. And that's what I'm learning to do. Me trying to talk to people, because it's not like we misled so much. We picking a side right now in this day and age. So people are choosing like, well, I'm on this side. So what I look like going on their side saying, why are y'all over here? Listen. Go to the side that I'm on and deal with the people that's working. Like that's kind of like how I look at it now. Like, and if they want to peek in and look, they welcome. Just don't bring that shit over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Tom said they used to be the ones allowed in the kitchen when Big Mama was cooking. Now Big Mama ain't got the patience. I don't really think Big Mama exists no more.
Yeah, that's gone. That's over.
Big Mama don't exist.
No, that's over. That's over. Because Big Mama, you talking about going to hack something off your body, gonna whoop your ass.
Big Mama done went and got her BBL and she granny gone bad on Instagram.
Exactly. Yeah, that's over.
I don't know.
That's
Look,
really over.
Everything is a hot mess. I don't know. Everything is just a hot mess. But that is the last topic we have for the night, guys. Do you guys have anything coming up? What do you got going on? Let the people know what you got going on, Chris.
I got a friend of mine named E. He's a rapper. He got a show that he's competing for a few $1,000s here in Detroit on Saturday. But he's gonna come on Friday on St. Patrick's Day and do a show, a live feed, let y'all hear him rap. He's super talented. We got a long history. He got a lot of depth to him. He's one of those people who back and forth with stopping music and doing music because substance is not really appreciated these days. So I can't wait to introduce him to my following and everybody that's willing to listen to him. And I think he goes touch a lot of people with his talent and his story, whatever. So I got that coming up, and then the Black Collar Podcast the week after next. That's coming back. Me and Adrian, we gonna do a review of his book. His book is amazing, man. And I'm not saying that I'm so shocked that he got the knowledge, the way that it's written, the perspective it comes from. I feel like so many different people could relate to it. It's an easy read. It got a lot of layers to it. So I want to do a review with him, and a few other things me and him have been talking about doing. But I'm full throttle going into the next month.
Okay, that's what's up.
And that Cash App will be on the screen at all times. I put in enough free work, man.
Ours will be up next week. I promise you.
Man, listen, think all the money you spend, the time you spend, and that's listen, man.
So, listen. Child. What you got going on, Dreen?
I am working on my life skills expo for seniors. I've made a lot of progress in since the last time I talked to y'all.
Okay.
And working on my second annual Derby event that'll be coming in May. But that's what I'm working on.
All right. What you got going on, Adrian?
Hey man, career coaching. Hey, you making a pivot in your life. It's a lot going on right now. A lot of people getting laid off, a lot of situations going on. You trying to make a pivot in your life. Holla at me. Hey man, we talked about trading. One thing is I definitely have a skill in trading. I'm willing to help people. Holla at me. I got you. Get you on the track. We can talk and see which way would be best for you. Whether it is, like I said, ETFs, especially if something you just getting started, index fund. But hey, man, I can help you get to that next level, man. When it comes to that as well too. So just holler at me. Yeah, that's what I got going on.
Okay, I'm trying to type out so I don't forget nothing this time.
I know. Now, it'll be next week. So if I forget something, I remember next week.
Let's talk about what this actress and all this other stuff got going on.
You know what I'm saying?
Too much.
Sneaker balls and all type of stuff.
Oh, man. So first of all, I have Thursday coming up. I have not even announced this, but one of my good friends in Columbia is in a new show called Queen's Court. His sister is actually Asia Wilson, plays in WNBA. So he's a huge DJ in Columbia. So he's in the show. They're doing the premiere party Thursday. So me and my homegirl will be on the red carpet for that Thursday. I'll be in Philly this weekend, of course, for these events that I got going on. And then April, the sneaker ball just got moved because the club messed up the daggone date. So it'll be in May. Thank God they give me a week from traveling back to back. April 7th, I'll be in Houston for the Ebony Fit weekend. So getting my workout on with some great people. And I am going to be starting. First of all, y'all probably noticed I do not. I got so much going on that I'll be missing a lot of money. So my Instagram page has been monetized for a long time, and I ain't did nothing with it. So I am starting my Instagram subscription in April. I have a video crew coming over here to shoot some footage for me to get some content. And I'll do a flyer. I'll promote it to let y'all know what I'm about to do. But it's exclusive content only for my subscribers. Some will be adult only content. No, I won't be naked.
Only fans.
But it will be adult only content. But it will be on track for my with my brand Core Queen. So it'll be interesting. So if you want to see it, subscribe. It'll be some some exclusive content that'll drop where other people can't get it unless they subscribe to my channel. So it's going to be great. The video crew I'm going to shout them out, Rel Fly Family. They're going to be shooting the content. They shoot the babies' videos. So they're coming to the house and they're going to be shooting, and it's going to be some very racy content. So stay tuned for that. I think that's all. I know I got some more stuff, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, I'm excited. Yes, we will have the Cash App. I'm going to set that up. Thank you, Chris, for that suggestion. I'm going to get that up. So next week, if y'all want to support the Breaking Berries podcast. Oh, it is one more thing we are meeting in Atlanta, April 22nd, Black Effect Podcast Festival. We will be there. I don't know if Drena coming. She ain't saying nothing yet, but I know me and Adrian won't be there.
You're right.
And I'm looking for us to fight party to go to that night because that's the night of the fight.
Right. I was like, yo, that's Ryan versus Tank. So we got to figure out what we're doing Saturday night.
Yeah. So I reached out to some people already. So they looking for stuff for us to go to. So I'm excited about that. But it's going to be a great networking event. I'm trying. That is my goal. That's my dream, is to be on the Black Effects Network. That would be gold. So y'all, if you're watching on YouTube, even if you're not watching on YouTube, please go and click the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, do whatever. We need to get some more subscribers, views and stuff so YouTube can get us in the know, in the circles, okay? Y'all please do that. And if you know David Banner, no, I'm joking.
She's not joking. She's not joking. She's not joking.
He is going to be my husband. Remember this, tag it, pin it, whatever. He's going to be my husband, I promise you. Anyway, yeah, y'all, we appreciate y'all being in the comments. If you want to come on and be a co-host, y'all be on these platforms talking a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. But when I ask y'all to come on, y'all be all shy and don't want to come in front of this camera. Okay? Mm-hmm. If y'all come on and talk, y'all talk. Stand your ground. Hit us up on the numbers across the bottom of the screen. Send us a DM or inbox with topics. If y'all watching videos or something on social media, send them to us. If it's something that's interesting and we'll talk about it, we'll show the video, we'll talk about it. We appreciate y'all. We'll holler at y'all next Tuesday. Y'all be safe out there. Wrap it up. If you don't want no babies, get a vasectomy. We'll holler at y'all next week.